the stadium, lights so bright we can't sit still. Hot dogs and a cold chill, we go wild just for the thrill. Cheerleaders doing their dance, crowd in a football trance. Friends and beers in every hand, living life like we planned. Let's up and go, we won't slow down in this wild football show. Let's up and go, we'll make some noise in this big crowd we know.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome one and all to today's live stream. It is the second game of the day. We have 4 games lined up for you guys, and we all know that even though it's not labeled this way, this is probably America's game of the week. Philadelphia Eagles traveling to Florida, to Tampa Bay to take on the Buccaneers. Baker Mayfield questionable coming into the game. He is going to be starting in this one. Let's go ahead and take a look at YouTube right now. The last live stream was with our guest host, Santino. This one is with your main host. My name is Mario. Welcome, guys. Appreciate y'all being here. Let me just do a quick couple of adjustments, y'all. Just going to make sure that everything is set up on the stream side right now so y'all have no lapses here in coverage. Let's open up the YouTube page, go to our quick studio, and see where we are. Just a quick wrap up here. Actually, it'll be easier if I go this way. YouTube.com, blow this up. All right, y'all. So last game was a good one. Last game was a pretty good one. It came down to the wire, final moments. Looks like we got about 90 people in here watching this live stream bright and early. Thank you, guys. Let's pop up the analytics and see if we can't drag people in here, whether it's kicking or screaming or what. What is up, Anthony Mills? What is up, Christopher? We got Jared in the house. Let's pop out this chat. I think we should be just about set. Going to have to make a few more adjustments, but we've got 5 minutes until kickoff. Kickoff coming in 5 minutes, so really quick, y'all. We're going to take a quick glance at the offense and the defense momentarily here. Offense for this Philadelphia Eagles, not actually doing as well as you would think when it comes to yards per game, despite them being the 8th highest scoring team in the NFL. Yes, that is right. After 3 weeks, ladies and gentlemen, this Philadelphia Eagles team ranks number 1 in team stats overall. They are 3-0, but guess what? So are the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Both of the teams that you're watching during this matchup are coming into this thing 3-0. Someone likely going to get their first loss of the year. Don't imagine this game ends in a tie, but that should be wild. Kelly, what's going on? Veronica, I am announcing the rest of the games for today. Yes, Veronica, I will be covering the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Ravens today as well. And, of course, tonight's game, y'all, with the Dallas Cowboys and the Green Bay Packers. Of course, I'm going to change my gear between the third game today and the final game of today. Looks like D is in the house saying, I'm in Tampa. What up, D? Thanks for checking in. Chef on the Fly is back in the house. Courtney saying, what's up? Steve with us right now. Albert K, I see you, my friend. John saying, fly, Eagles, fly. How about this red zone offense for the Philadelphia Eagles? When they get in the red zone, boy, oh boy, do they fly, Eagles, fly. Eagles fight song, right? Fly, Eagles, fly. Defensively inside the red zone, pretty good numbers here as well, guys. A top 7 team, a top 10 team defensively at protecting their own end zone. The rest of the numbers kind of middling here, especially since they played game 1 against the Dallas Cowboys and still gave up 20 points to Dallas, who has been, my Dallas Cowboys not so great. We are not going to have time to go through all of the graphics right now. That's okay. We had a very successful opening stream today. Shout out to Santino out here who took care of that for us. Here's our boy. Let's go. D saying, peace, big homie. What's up, D's? Looks like TM with us. That's efficiency, yo, says Chef on the Fly. Bro, if that ain't efficiency, I don't know what is. But how about the defense here? Let's not sleep on this Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense that is also top 10 in a lot of categories. Top 10 over here in third down efficiency, top 10 defensively in red zone efficiency, allowing a success rate at less than 43% to opposing teams inside the red zone. Defensively, guys, yards per game allowed, better than the Philadelphia Eagles, giving up 22 points per game, giving up 297 yards per game, and offensively looking pretty good as well. Shout out to Reed Tater Tot. Jay checks in saying Eagles 34, Bucs 30. All right. Let's clean up a little mess that I made over here. I do have, of course, all of our normal graphics for y'all. Let's change these next 5 here. Next 5, this is going to be for Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We'll pull up this graphic right now. Tampa Bay Buccaneers schedule going to be right here. We will bring this up, and we will also change this to the Philadelphia Eagles next 5. Philadelphia Eagles next 5. So early on today, guys, both teams in Pennsylvania will be covered by Football Nation, and then we're going to go on to the other conferences. But right now, this is an NFC matchup. Ooh, and this is kind of deja vu. If you guys are Eagles fans or Buccaneers fans, y'all know that these two teams know each other well. Cass Ghost saying, well done, Santino. So looks like you're still getting a lot of love from the first stream. It was a really good first stream, bro. Where's the – will you hit that button on the top right there? There you go. Hit it one more time, and then keep the mouse up top. Yeah, right there. And that should disappear. Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, it should change itself here in a second. Should. But we'll see what happens. If not, you know, we can just minimize the screen there. All right, guys, let's do a couple of quick head-to-heads here. Quick head-to-head quarterback comparison. How about Baker Mayfield having the advantage? Baker Mayfield with the advantage, 615 passing yards this season. Meanwhile, Jalen Hurts, 479. You know what I thought was interesting here? The fact that Baker Mayfield has 1 less yard rushing than Jalen Hurts. Overall, Baker Mayfield has done a fantastic job this season, and he's been doing it without Chris Godwin. Now he will be without Mike Evans. Mike Evans dealing with a hamstring injury, so Emeka Egbuka going to have to step up, and Chris Godwin is back for this matchup. This is going to be his first game back, just like we saw Jordan Addison do well on his first game back in the last game. Let's see if Baker Mayfield can connect with Chris Godwin. Neither of these two guys have thrown an interception today, and we are looking at 7 to 6 total touchdowns. All of the touchdowns coming through the air for Baker Mayfield. Looks like 4 of them on the ground for Jalen Hurts, and 3 passing touchdowns. Jalen Hurts coming off of a 3-touchdown performance through the air last week. Great game for Jalen Hurts. We look at the sacks category. Because he likes to scramble so much, Jalen Hurts does get bagged from time to time. 7 sacks on the year compared to Baker only getting bagged 6 times. But the passer rating advantage does go to Baker Mayfield. Zuba, what's going on? Zuba's in the house. Spike D saying the rushing stats. Dude, look at this. Rushing yards, 117 to 116. It's basically the same. The advantage goes to Jalen Hurts on the ground because of that tush push. As you guys know, because of that tush push. Okay, let's take a look here at the defensive comparisons. One side, you can see some greenery. On the other side, a couple of cracks, a couple of falters here on this Philadelphia Eagles defense. Big fan of Cooper DeJean, but I know that this Eagles team has lost a lot of players on the back end. Josh Sweat, we just saw play, and a few other ones out here. So defensively, I'm going to give the advantage to the Buccaneers, but the Buccaneers haven't had to go up against any team that is even half as good as the Philadelphia Eagles. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers opened the season, guys, with a pretty simple matchup. Tampa Bay Buccaneers game 1 against against the Atlanta Falcons. They did barely get the win there. By the way, all 3 games for this Tampa Bay Buccaneers team, 1 possession game. Not just 1 possession game, like literally less than 3 points. They won every game by less than a field goal. Week 1 against Atlanta, they won 23-20. Week 2 against the Houston Texans, they won 20-19. And now week 3 against the New York Jets, it was 29-27. Those games are too close for comfort. And like I said, this is the first real challenge for this Tampa Bay Buccaneers team. I hope that the Buccaneers have enough to keep the game interesting. And again, as a Dallas Cowboys fan, I hate the Eagles. It's like wired in me to not root for the Philadelphia Eagles. But I do believe that the Eagles overall have the better team. Taking a quick look here at the run game comparison. We should have kickoff here any moment, by the way, guys, so don't go anywhere. The run game, big advantage for the Philadelphia Eagles. If we look at the rushing statistics here for Philadelphia, top 3 team in rushing attempts per game. They run the football a lot, 33 times per game on average. Rushing touchdowns per game, whether it's Saquon Barkley or Jalen Hurts, they score a lot of touchdowns on the ground. And because of how often they run the football, they are 3rd in rushing yards percentage, which means the total amount of yardage, 45% of their total yards comes via the ground. That is 3rd most in the NFL. The issues I have with the run game is the lack of efficiency. They commit to it, which is great, but 24th in the NFL when it comes to rushing yards per attempt, averaging just 3.7 yards per carry. Let's see if they can improve that today against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Batman family, what's going on? Brush runner in the house. Zach White, I see you. Rhonda, Zuba, Santino checks into the chat. Love it, bro. All right, who else is out here? Looks like Michael or Mikhail. Michael, what's going on? I'm going to go with Michael here. Looks like we're lined up for kickoff, guys, and it also looks like the Philadelphia Eagles will be getting the football here. Looks like the Philadelphia Eagles will be kicking off here to start the first half. So, possession going to go over to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We don't have kickoff just yet. Let me make sure I get the possession marker over on one side. I bet it does. All right, y'all, here comes the kickoff. Philadelphia Eagles with the football. They're going to send this over to Tampa Bay, and Tampa Bay will start it. It goes through the back of the end zone after landing inside the landing zone. So it goes through the back of the end zone after touching down inside the landing zone. And let me pull up my additional graphics behind me so everyone is on pace. A lot of games starting right now, guys. This is the bulk of the day. There's a lot of competition right now for eyeballs because of the fact that there are so many games happening at the moment. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up the stats on the right-hand side like we normally do. It is going to be a 1st and 10 here from the Tampa Bay 20-yard line. Tampa Bay Buccaneers with the football. Here's Baker Mayfield. Baker in a shotgun formation. We'll get this fixed in a second. Baker in a shotgun formation. Bucky Irving standing to his right. Motion on the field right now. Here's the snap. Dropping back. Looking to the motion man. Catch made on the left-hand side. It's going to be Johnson out there. Catch for a 2nd down and 2 coming up. So a good catch there on the left-hand side. He does run out of bounds. This brings up another 2nd down. 2nd down and 2 coming up. Moves the football out to the Tampa Bay 28 after the grab. Buccaneers with the ball. This is going to keep the clock ticking here. And here we go. This will give us our drive chart on 2nd down and 2 from the 28. The snap, the handoff, Bucky Irving around the left-hand side. Bucky Irving gets to the 35. Still moving the legs inside the 40. Past the 40-yard line, down at about the 43. A big 1st down here for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. 1st down. Tampa moves the football out to the 43-yard line, and Tampa has time. Okay, guys, this game just now getting started, and I'm still making some adjustments to give you the best graphical layout possible. Let's make sure that I've got everything you're looking for. This one here should be the game tracker. Bet. All right, guys, 1st and 10. 43-yard line. Shotgun formation, 3 receivers to the right-hand side, and Baker Mayfield waits for the snap. He takes it. He looks to the left to Buka. Doesn't like it. Airs it up the middle. It's in the air, and Chris Godwin drops the pass. Incomplete. 2nd down and 10. So that will stop the clock with 13:42 left to go. Gives me a beat to change this backdrop. First target of the year for Chris Godwin. Facts. Good point. Coming back from that injury, Chris Godwin, let's see if he can perform today. Okay, looks like my stat board not playing along with me right now. Here's the snap. There's the handoff. Looks like Bucky Irving will pick up about 3 yards on that play. Takes the football across the 45-yard line, down at about the 46. This will bring up some yardage here. Scroll just a hair to make sure you guys can see everything you need to see. All right, y'all, next play coming up. It looks like a 3rd down and 5 down at the Tampa Bay 48. 3rd down and 5 at the Tampa Bay 48. Here we go. Tampa Bay still on their own side of midfield. The clock is continuing to tick. A shotgun formation. Chris Godwin at the bottom of the screen. Looks like Egbuka by himself at the top. Waits for the snap here. Plenty of time left. Baker takes it. He drops against a 4-man rush. He looks left, throws left. Pass incomplete. Intended for Emeka Egbuka. And the incomplete pass will definitely stop that drive. Takes a minute off the clock here, and I'll get that clock in line as well. 4th and 5 coming up, and the field goal unit will come out. It's not rugby, says John Dietz. Can you please give us the scores on the other game? Asked Motor City DJ. I will, but considering that all of the games are 3 minutes in, I think that can wait for now, Motor City. Here comes the punt coming from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Waiting for the snap here. With 12 minutes and 59 seconds left to go. There is the boot. It's blocked. A blocked punt. It's getting returned. The 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia Eagles on a blocked punt. Let's go. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers give up a touchdown to Sidney Brown on a blocked field goal. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Oh, my goodness. And you wanted me to talk about the other scores across the league, bro. We got a hot game right here. What you worried about? Yeah, dude, that was a special teams touchdown here for the Philadelphia Eagles. I see a couple of Eagles fans out there. Eagles fans, where y'all at? I see MRP, ZPDX dropping in. OMG, says Steve Barker. Here we go, guys. The extra point attempt now coming up for the Philadelphia Eagles. This time in between the hashes. There's the snap, the hold. The kick is up. The kick is good. And the score is 7-0. Tampa Bay with the football to open up this game. The Eagles haven't even had an offensive possession yet, and they already have 7 points on the board. 0 yards for the Philadelphia Eagles. 7 points for the Philadelphia Eagles. I see Stephanie out there. I see him for real. Jose, I see you living like Larry. What is up? Robert Zamora actually going for the Philadelphia Eagles. That's a surprise. Chef on the fly saying special teams. That's the sign of a winning organization. Let's go ahead and turn that off. Guys, oh, Steven checked in. Mr. Laurel, what's going on? I see some more Eagles fans. Tanae Rogers, what's going on, Mrs. Rogers? Let's see, 2 weeks in a row. Special teams coach might need a new job, says Spartan Knoll. Yikes. Touchdown Eagles, says G Black. What's up, G Black? Herm45 saying Eagles. Stephanie dropping the Eagles. Let's go, Eagles fans. Zach Cohn, I see you. Looks like Donkey saying, hee-haw. What up, Donkey? Just like I would expect nothing else, sir. I would expect nothing else. Okay, guys. Did not even have a chance to go through our normal graphics here. Let's take advantage of this commercial break then, shall we? Let's talk about the offense here for the Philadelphia Eagles and for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We'll start with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, since we have seen their offense but have not seen the Eagles' offense just yet. Baker Mayfield, the starting quarterback for this team. Next to him, Bucky Irving. We will see a combination of Bucky Irving and Rachaad White. We might even see a little sprinkle in of Sean Tucker. You know what I'm saying? Just a little sprinkle right there. Josh Williams actually out, so those will be the 3 backs employed here by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers offense. Top wide receivers today, Emeka Egbuka probably going to be the number 1. Chris Godwin finally coming back from injury, probably going to be the number 2. And I wouldn't be surprised to see Sterling Shepard have himself a pretty good game today here as well. But again, this is the toughest defense that Baker has had to go up against, and the special teams seems to be holding up pretty well as well. Offensive line here, guys, are going to have Tristan Wirfs, Pro Bowl pick right here at left tackle. Next to Tristan Wirfs, you're going to have Ben Bredesen. We're also going to have Ben Bredesen, excuse me. At center, Graham Barton. At right guard is going to be Luke Haggard. And then Charlie Heck, what the heck, is going to be your right tackle. Cade Otton going to be your main tight end out there. Cade Otton going to be the main tight end, but Payne Durham might actually get a couple as well. Great job there to block that punt, dude. That is insanity. They're showing the replay. We will see this Eagles defense out here, so shout out to the Philadelphia Eagles. We are going to see them again. Here comes the kickoff, by the way. Moro Ojomo going to be the left defensive end. Jordan Davis, the nose tackle in this 3-4 defense for the Philadelphia Eagles. 3-4, get it? 3 defensive linemen, 4 linebackers, 3-4. Okay, here's the kickoff. It's in the landing zone. Here's the return, the 10, the 15, the 20, down at about the 25-yard line. This will bring up a fresh new set of downs for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Guess what? At least they get possession again. Defense for the Philadelphia Eagles taking the field, guys. We just talked about Ajomo, Jordan Davis, Jalen Carter, a stud on the defensive line. How about from left to right, Zadarius Smith, Zach Bond, a stud in his own right. You're going to have over here Jahad Campbell coming in, and then Jalix Hunt. Going to step away from this graphic so we can call this game right now, and I'll turn off that touchdown sound. Shotgun formation, 1st and 10 from the 25. Chris Godwin, the man in motion. Here's the snap, looking right, throwing right. Godwin on the grab. He gets pushed out of bounds right there. He does pick up 7 yards. Looks like Reed Blankenship was the defender who pushed him out of bounds. That'll be a 7-yard pickup right here. 2nd down and 3 coming up. Starting the clock once again. All right, guys. How are y'all doing? Did y'all catch that first game with Santino? I hope you guys did, and I hope you guys had fun during that first game. I will be live all day today, guys. All day today. This seems to be the most anticipated game of the 12 o'clock slates, which is why we took this one. A shotgun formation here. Looks like motion on the field once again, going to the top of the screen. Here's the snap, and Baker Mayfield will wind up and throw. Incomplete pass. Egmika Egbuka getting wrapped up there. Tight coverage by the defense. Quinion Mitchell all over him. Great job by the defense to break that pass up. Tough throw for Baker Mayfield. Gutsy throw. It does bring up a 3rd down and 3. You got about 12 minutes left to go here in the 3rd quarter. First quarter. 3rd down and 3 in the 1st quarter. Haven't even caught my 1st quarter out, and I'm already fried. Motion on the field right now. Waiting for the snap. Looks like empty backfield. Baker Mayfield by himself from the 32-yard line. Baker takes it. The pressure coming in. He will wind up and throw. Egbuka finally making a catch for a 1-yard pickup. It brings up a 4th down and 2. But the Buccaneers will stay on their own 33-yard line, so we'll likely see the punt team come out after that. Emeka Egbuka makes the grab on the right-hand side. It's a catch. But that's why I hate PPR, guys, is because even if the plays go backwards, the player still gets a point. That, to me, does not help the team. 2 quick 3-and-outs here for the Buccaneers. Let's see if this punt gets blocked as well for another touchdown. From the right hash, here's the snap. Dixon going to send this away, and Dixon's laces are through the ball. Signaled a fair catch at the other side by Jahan Dotson. Dotson going to signal the fair catch football at the 28-yard line, 1st and 10. Okay, guys, 11:22 left to go when the Philadelphia Eagles get their first offensive possession of the day. Something tells me Saquon Barkley is going to have a good, healthy workload today. Let's see what happens. Shy Thomas, I see you out there. Thank you for checking in. John Dietz saying 4th down. TM saying Steelers backup quarterback was jumped in Ireland, robbed and injured Friday night. Wow, that's crazy. I did not know that. TM just dropping some facts on us right now. Santino's looking it up right now. We are in the middle of a commercial break. What's up, guys? Welcome to Football Nation. My name is Mario Manuel. I will be your host for today. I appreciate you guys being here with us and hanging out. It's going to be a long, long day of football, and we're going to have ourselves a good one. I think the goal for today is to try to get to 44,000 subscribers, maybe 45 if we're feeling froggy, depending on how the next 3 games go. Hopefully by the end of the week we will get there. But next week, y'all, I'm going to start doing some baseball. Baseball coming up. Hey, where is the game? This game is in Tampa Bay. What's going on, Cole Jeffy? Thank you for checking in. Laney checks in. What's up, Laney? Love you, Rio. Not trying to spoil. No worries, Shy. Thanks for being here, homie. Spartan Knoll still with us saying that's weird. Dublin is one of the safest cities in the world. Yeah, tell that to the IRA, bro. Is it Skylar Thompson? Oh, man.
Just a couple of days.
Why?
Day or two.
That's crazy. And not to bring out the
American.
obvious there, but anyways, all right. Yeah, let's not even go down that path. Ready, same day. What's up, homie? Long neck, ice cold beer. Long neck, ice cold beer never broke my heart. I see you, Zach Cohn. Nice lyric drop right there, dude. Long neck, ice cold beer never broke my heart. Love it. Batman Family saying, at the very least, you're not a Bears fan. Born in Chicago, so a Bears fan. Would like for them to win, he says. What up, Batman Family? At least you're not a Bears. Well, the Bears beat my Dallas Cowboys, dude. So At this point, I'd rather be a Bears fan. Okay, commercial break is just about over. This will be the opening drive for the Philadelphia Eagles. Wepa Mario, says Joselito Serrano. What's up, Joselito? ¿Qué onda, mi gente? Gracias por estar aquí con nosotros. Y como siempre, bienvenidos. All right, guys, 1st and 10 coming up. Philly with the football. Philly with the football at the 28. A shotgun formation. Saquon Barkley standing to the right of Jalen Hurts. You got Jahan Dotson and Smith at the bottom of the screen. A.J. Brown alone at the top. Looks like you've got Dallas Goedert as your tight end on this play. Play clock down to 9. Showing blitz. Here is the blitz coming in quickly. The windup and the throw out of the backfield. Catch made. Saquon, 11 yards picked up. First down. First down picked up for Saquon Barkley on the right-hand side. They're going to credit him for 12. So that moves the football to the Philadelphia 39. Okay. Thank you, Patrick Adams. Would rather watch you than the actual broadcast. Patrick Adams, thanks, bro. Cheers to that, man. Cheers to all of y'all hanging out right now. Cole Jeffy dropping his prediction for the day. I see you, Cole, saying 21-7 Eagles. E-A-G-L-E-S. If anybody out there said that, you're the man or the woman. Shotgun formation, 39-yard line. Once again, motion on the field this time from Saquon Barkley with the play clock winding down on the flat. Saquon gets wrapped up, takes it to the 40. Looks like a 1-yard pickup, a 2nd down and 9. So 2nd down and 9 coming up. This keeps the clock ticking. The clock is hot, so the official's not going to stop it. Remember, universal sign for stop the clock, universal sign for keep the clock running. It's always so funny. I said that last time, that when like rookie referees go out there, they always see the official run up and do this. So even on a run play, you'll see the rookie referee stop the clock on every single play. It takes a few games to kind of get into the rhythm. 2nd down and 8 coming up. It looks like a 2nd down and 9 to me. But here we go. Shotgun. Here's the snap with 2 seconds left to go from the 40-yard line. Hurts looks right. He airs this one out. A.J. Brown almost makes the grab. Pass is incomplete. It'll bring up a 3rd down and stop the clock with 9:49 left to go. Since my TV screen says 3rd down and 8, I will go with 3rd down and 8. Intended for A.J. Brown. Pass was no good. This brings up a 3rd down coming up here for the Philadelphia Eagles. Eagles going to try to convert here. And, of course, the job of the Buccaneers is to prevent that from happening. 3rd down opportunity. Jalen Hurts is 2 of 3 for 14 yards today. Let's see if he can make it 3 of 4 on this play, or if Saquon can pick up the 8 yards. Trips to the right, play clock winding down. Looks like a lot of guys stacking the box here. The blitz comes in again. The catch made, DeVonta Smith. First down, Philadelphia. And the Eagles will pick up a fresh new set of downs. There are no flags on that play. First down, Philly. So the Philadelphia Eagles make the grab. This takes them to midfield. They are at the 50-yard line. And the Eagles looking good right now. Bucs, welcome back. Here we go, a shotgun once again. Waiting for the snap. Here's the handoff to Saquon. Saquon up the gut. He finds some room to roam. Takes it inside the 40. And another first down here for Philadelphia. Philadelphia Eagles. First down. First down, Philly. Here we go, guys. Can Tampa Bay get the stop? Zach White saying, come on, Tampa. Let's see if Tampa Bay, their defense with Levante David, Yaya Diaby, and all the other guys that they've got out there, if they can get a stop. We'll talk about their defense here momentarily. Win or lose, do for better or for worse, we'll talk about them. Inside the 40, inside of enemy territory, Jalen Hurts is in the shotgun with Saquon to his left. Play clock down to 5. The blitz coming in again. They're blitzing a lot. The windup in the throw, and a big catch made there by Dallas Goedert. Call that a gain of 8, and that'll bring up a 2nd down and 2. Big pickup here. So a 2nd down and 2 coming up now. Clock will continue to tick. Let's go Birds, says Ronit Das Varma. I thought Kirk Cousins was starting today. I see Penix Jr. flinging the rock instead. Honestly, Jeremy Hottenstein, they benched Michael Penix Jr. in the last game. I thought Kirk Cousins would get the start as well, but that's a different game. We'll get to that during the next commercial break. 2nd down and 2. Pistol formation for the first time today. Here is the snap. There is a play action blitz coming in. Jalen Hurts will scramble. Hurts running to the right-hand side, gets to the 30, picks up the first down, still going inside the 10, inside the 5, drops the shoulder down at the 2. The official winding it up, 1st and goal. Big scramble for 28 yards for Jalen Hurts. 1st and goal coming up. Great run on the right-hand side. He was dead to rights. That blitz had him. The pocket collapsed there, and he just got flushed. But he's so fast, man. And I promise you, Jalen Hurts can squat more than you, bro. Jalen Hurts takes that inside the 5, takes it to the 2-yard line. 1st and goal coming up here. This should be, well, yeah, putting the hurt on the Buccaneers. Hurts putting on the Hurts. Here we go, guys. 1st and goal. Empty backfield. A toss to the right-hand side. That's going to be good for a touchdown. Dallas Goedert. And Dallas Goedert will score the first offensive touchdown here for the Philadelphia Eagles. Quickly, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers find themselves in a 13-point hole with 7:08 left to go in the first. Not looking very good right now for Tampa Bay. Hopefully this game doesn't end up being a massive blowout. Nobody likes watching those. I think that's about the same right here. Nobody likes watching giant blowouts, but here we go, guys. Extra point attempt coming up. Extra point attempt coming up right now. There's the snap, the hold, the kick. It's up, it's good. And the score is 14-0. That will take us to another quick commercial break. Let's take a look at the scores across the NFL since this is coming in by demand. So let's do this. We'll turn on the Windows capture. We will set up, let's do this one. No. This one, maybe. What are we going on? What do we got going on here? Okay. I'm going to do a quick screen capture here with you guys so y'all can see the actual scores across the NFL. It's going to be this one here. Okay. Scores across the NFL at the bottom of the screen. I might move this back and forth as they come up. Let's go ahead and give you guys some visibility on what's going on across the league. How about the Cleveland Browns, 7 points ahead of the Detroit Lions starting right now. 7-0 Cleveland in that game. The LA Chargers trailing to the New York Giants. Jackson Dart getting the start there. It's 7-0 New York. The Buffalo Bills and the New Orleans Saints tied up 7-7. Philadelphia Eagles up 14-0 in this one. Some action happening in the next game here. Carolina Panthers up 6-0 over the New England Patriots. Atlanta 3-0 over Washington. Houston Texans on a big get-right game. They need to get this win right now against the Tennessee Titans. They're up 3-0. That is all the noon games. We'll have 3 o'clock games happening after that. But for now, we'll leave this up here. Surprising to see the Browns up 7-0 over the Detroit Lions. Very surprising. Okay. Defense, he says. How about the defense that we did not see here from this Tampa Bay Buccaneers team? Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense coming into this game, they are not really missing too many players. Of course, Kalijah Kancey is one of the biggest names that they are missing as their left defensive end, so Elijah Roberts will be filling in on this side. Vita Vea, Logan Hall makes up your 3 on the 3-4. Yaya Diaby, going to be one of the linebackers that gets across that line of scrimmage. I think they're going to send him to blitz a lot. Same thing with Levante David. I think Levante David's going to get a lot of chances here. Old Philadelphia Eagle, this is a revenge game for Hassan Reddick. I'm sure he's going to try to get to Jalen Hurts. And then the one man I missed was your left inside linebacker here. Your left inside linebacker is going to be Servosea Dennis. New name for me. So 2 safeties out here. We're going to have Jamel Dean, and you're going to have Zion McCollum, and then your 2 safeties here, Antoine Winfield Jr. and Tyke Smith. That is going to be your Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense. But we're going to see the offense come out here because the Eagles just scored. Okay, so let's get back on track. Tampa Bay Buccaneers going to receive the football again. Tampa Bay Buccaneers need points, and they need them quick. A lot of big names on the defense, but Winfield, says Jeremy Hottenstein. It's just the first quarter, says Bakorf. Here we go. There's the kickoff, y'all. This one going to go back. It will be returned from the 15, the 20, the 25. There's the initial contact at about the 25-yard line. Gets out to the 28. 1st and 10 coming up here for Tampa Bay. So the Tampa Bay Buccaneers going to get another chance. Oh, man, this is going to be brutal here. We need Baker. I need Baker magic. By the way, I changed Jordan Love last minute. I put in Jordan Love. Yeah, I took out Baker Mayfield because he was questionable because the whole Chris Godwin thing. Let's see if that was the right choice. All right, guys. Bucky Irving in a single back formation as Cade Otton runs to the right side here. Waiting for the snap under center. Another man in motion. Here's the handoff strong side to the right, and he goes to the right. Bucky Irving looking for a couple of blocks, will not get them. He gets to the 30-yard line on a 2-yard pickup. This brings up a 2nd down and 8. Starts the clock. So a 2nd down and 8. Eye to eye saying the game literally just started. Oh, man, that was a Jackson Dart scramble for the touchdown. I put that in the chat for the last game. I said, I don't know about Jackson Dart over on the passing, but I think he'll get an over on the rushing, and he sure did. 2nd down and 8 coming up from the 30-yard line. Tampa Bay Buccaneers with the football. Motion on the field from Cade Otton one more time. Here's the snap. Baker looks that way, doesn't like it. Has time, has to check it out to the left-hand side, and it looks like Bucky Irving's going to shed a tackle. Does he pick up the full 10 yards? He only needed 8, and I think he got it. I think that's going to be a 1st down, Tampa Bay. Good run from Bucky Irving after the catch. He put out a stiff arm there as well to push out Ringo. That could have been an offensive face mask. He got lucky there. That was definitely an offensive face mask. Trips to the left. Bucky Irving now coming from the left side into the shotgun with Baker. Baker steps up to the line. Calls an audible with about 10 seconds left to go. 5:50, they're showing blitz. They're going to hand this off to Bucky. Bucky tries to find the crease. He can't stiff arm him this time. Ringo gets in his face again, and Bucky unable to push him around. This will be a loss of a couple yards here. We'll call that a loss of, well, they're going to call that a loss of 1. 2nd down coming up. Looks like Andrew Makuba was there to make the stop, and Uche also there to make the stop. Loss of 1 on the tackle for loss. Camera focusing on this Eagles defense. Can this Eagles defense continue their success? Camera on Cooper DeJean now. 2nd down and 11. 5:09 left to go. Motion on the field. I believe that's Sterling Shepard. There's the snap. Looking that way. Doesn't like it. Baker checks it down. Catch made. Rachaad White going to make a man miss, but then he gets wrapped up after a 4-yard gain. Looks like Cooper DeJean was there to get the stop, and this will bring up a 3rd down. So a 3rd down. Hang on, folks. There is a flag on the play. Let's stop the clock and find out what the flag is. 4:51 left to go. This foul might be against Cooper DeJean. Let's see what it is. Rachaad White. I don't see an issue there. Oh, for stepping over him? Taunting for stepping over him after the tackle. So DeJean doing a great job getting the stop over Rachaad White, and then he hovers over him and steps over him, and the flag comes in. So stupid penalty there. We'll move the football across midfield, guys. It sets up a 1st and 10 now. 1st and 10 coming up now for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers after the taunting call. Guys, taunting is a 15-yard penalty. Taunting is a 15-yard penalty, so the football is at the 44-yard line. Waiting for the snap right now. Baker under center in a single back formation, strong side to the right. Here is the snap, and Baker, flea flicker. Baker with time, runs out of time, will wind up and throws. It's intercepted. Cooper DeJean comes up with the football, and this is going to be a return. The 40, the 45, the 50 across midfield. He's still going. The 45, the 40, the 35, and this is going to be a pick. It is intercepted by Philadelphia. 4 minutes and 10 seconds left to go. 1st down, Philly. There is a flag on the play. Ooh, this is going to get brought back. Ooh, this is going to get brought back, guys. This is going to get brought back. There is a flag on the play, but either way, the football touched the ground. Players pushing each other. We've got people hanging on to each other's face masks. Official getting ready to, ooh, Quinion Mitchell pulled off homeboy's helmet. Here we go. Oh, man, you do not, Quinion Mitchell, that's not a matchup you want, bro. You want to step away from that. He will eat you for breakfast. Oh, my goodness. So 4:10 left to go. We do have, what would you call that, a kerfuffle? We've got some sort of something here. So Baker trading words with Quinion Mitchell. Oh, man. And the offensive line just backing up their quarterback here. So, yeah, emotions are definitely high right there. I think that was, is that Bredesen? Who got in there with him? Tristan Wirfs? That is Tristan Wirfs. They're calling this an incomplete pass. There will be a personal foul. And it will be against the Eagles defense, guys. So remember, the last play just now was a 1st and 10. The last play just now was a 1st and 10 from the Philadelphia 34-yard line. This foul right here after the play, what would have been an incomplete pass and would have brought up a 2nd down and 10, now forces this into a fresh new set of downs. Tampa Bay will hang on to the football with 4 minutes and 10 seconds left to go. It will be 1st down for Tampa Bay at the Philadelphia 29. Another 15-yard penalty. So, taunting against Cooper DeJean, that's going to be a 15-yard penalty. That moved them to where they were at the 34 or at the 44. Then they're going to do another unsportsmanlike conduct. That's another 15-yard penalty. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers have been awarded 30 yards on this drive because of the Philadelphia Eagles' lack of discipline. Okay, here we are. Albert saying that the new taunting rule is BS. Santino says he agrees. Here we are. So a 1st and 10. The Philadelphia Eagles backed up inside their own 20, inside their own 30-yard line. I'm calling this totally backwards. Where are we? No, we're right. Yeah, the camera's just tripping me out. Here we go, guys. Here's the snap on 1st and 10. The handoff to Bucky Irving, left-hand side. He breaks a tackle against Zach Bond. Zach Bond eventually brings him down, but not before he picks up 9 yards on the play. Looks like they'll call that a 2nd down and 2, a pickup of 8 for Rachaad White on the left-hand side. Here we go. 4:04 left to go. The clock is hot. 2nd down and 2. Football to the Philadelphia 21, just approaching the red zone right now. On the edge of the red zone. Tampa Bay looking for their first points of this game. Motion on the field from Cade Otton as he goes to the left-hand side. Baker under center in a single back formation. We are waiting for this snap here for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's the toss to the right-hand side. A little hurdle there, and oh my goodness, absolutely crushed. Looks like it'll be a gain of just 1. 3rd down and 1 with 3 minutes and 26 seconds left to go. The clock will continue to tick here. No gain for Bucky Irving, and I think Bucky Irving will come off the field. Play clock with plenty of time left. 3:16 left to go in the first quarter here. This game just getting started. TM Martin saying kerfuffle, conflict, commotion, fuss, disagreement. So, yeah, would have been the right call. Yeah, it was a kerfuffle for sure. 7 plays in, 52 yards on this drive. Baker Mayfield on 3rd and 1 with a man in motion. Will hand this off. Rachaad White up the middle. Rachaad White picks up the 1st down and then some. 1st down, Tampa Bay. And the Buccaneers will take this inside of the red zone. So let's change the feeling here just a little bit. It's time for a pick six. A pick six, says G Black. Where my Buccaneers fans at? Where my Buccaneers fans at? Ooh, I've got the Buccaneers flags out here. What you got? Where my Bucs at? Thank you, Ward Hanold. I see you out there. Larry shouting for defense. 1st and 10 from the 15-yard line. A fresh new set of downs for Baker Mayfield. He steps back into the shotgun with Bucky to the left of him. They're showing blitz on the Eagles side. They will rush everyone on that one, and it'll be a tackle for loss. Call that a loss of a yard. 2nd down and 11 from the Philadelphia 16. Good play there by Philly, knowing that they needed to stack the boxes on that particular play. Tackle box is definitely full on that. Baker Mayfield just hanging his head right now. He's in the huddle. And obviously, in case you guys don't know, there are microphones inside of those helmets. He's hearing from the play call from the sideline here. 2nd down and 11, guys. Their red zone efficiency not great this season. Let's see if they can change that here. Motion on the field from Chris Godwin. Here is the snap, and Baker under pressure quickly will wind up and throw. Bucky Irving diving forward for a 1 or 2 yard gain. It brings up a 3rd down and about 9. See a 3rd down and 9 on this play. Nothing to get excited about. 1:15 left to go. We are still inside the red zone. Still inside the red zone. 3rd down. Big 3rd down coming up here for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They are down by 2 touchdowns. They would like to score 1 here. A field goal, not going to cut it, but they'll take it if they can. Motion on the field. Baker, empty backfield. Lots of options on this play. Baker will drop the pressure coming in. Baker going to spin. Baker going to fumble and has to lay down on top of it. This will bring up 4th down. And Baker going to lose some yardage. I am so glad that he is sitting on my bench right now because it's not looking good. It's not looking good, and I think Jordan Love is going to have a day against the Dallas Cowboys defense. Baker got, honestly, tripped up right there. Where's the flag for tripping against Zach Bond? That could have been a tripping flag for sure. So the clock is ticking, guys. This should take us to the end of the quarter. Here comes the field goal. Looks like the Buccaneers going to line up for a field goal attempt. Tampa Bay Buccaneers looks like a 42-yarder. And the kick is up, and the kick is good. That will take us to the end of the first quarter. That is the first points of the game for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And the score is 14-3. That's the end of the first. Guys, when we get back from this commercial break, we will have kickoff. So let's go ahead and turn this off. Go ahead and turn that off. When we get back, the Philadelphia Eagles will be getting the football back. It'll be a 1st and 10. Well, we'll have a kickoff, and we'll see what happens on the kickoff. I was like, whose hand is that? I'm like, what? That tripped me out. It's like, what? It's like, what is happening? That tripped me out. Okay, guys, quick look for those of y'all who are new to this channel. First of all, welcome, welcome, welcome. Home team today is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They trail by 11 at this point. In Week 5, next week, the Buccaneers will have to face the Seattle Seahawks. In Week 6, guys, this is going to be a midday game. You've got the San Francisco 49ers visiting the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Week 7, Monday Night Football. There is a double header. We will be covering 2 games, Week 7, Monday night. This will be the Buccaneers and the Lions. I believe the Houston Texans also play earlier or later in the day. So this will be an early start, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Texans will wrap up the night, Monday night, Week 7, just so you guys know. Week 8, the Buccaneers will then face the Saints. That should be an easy divisional matchup and an easy win for them. And then, of course, Week 9, finally, they get to go lick their wounds because they're going to be pretty beat up by the time you get to Week 9. Perfect time for a bye week, middle of the season. Really doesn't get much better than that. On the other side, the Philadelphia Eagles, guys. Next game coming up for Philly will be against the Broncos in Week 5. So another playoff team, this time an AFC West rival, although, you know, NFC East, AFC West. They don't see each other a whole lot. That could technically be a Super Bowl preview. Technically. I don't think so, but hey. Divisional matchup here with Week 6. This is going to be Thursday Night Football. I will be live for Thursday Night Football in Week 6. This is New York Giants going at it with Jackson Dart, who seems to already be scoring and working out better than Russell Wilson project. Let's look at Week 7, guys. Philadelphia Eagles, Minnesota Vikings. Santino wants to do that one for sure. That'll be a 12 o'clock game. Let's see what we got lined up for Week 7. Week 8, New York Giants at Eagles again. So Giants and Eagles coming up twice in the next few weeks, and then same bye week for Philadelphia. So both the Eagles and the Buccaneers will get a bye week in Week 9. All right, y'all. Commercial break is just about over. Are you doing the stream for the Dolphins and the Jets, asks Anastasia. No, definitely won't be covering that one. Definitely won't be covering that one. Here we go, guys. Tampa Bay Buccaneers, 12 plays just to go 48 yards and kick a field goal. They are at home at Raymond James Stadium. Here is the kickoff. Here is the return. The 5, the 10, the 15, the 20, 25, down at the 30-yard line. 1st and 10 coming up for Philadelphia. I mean, he took it out to the 30 in 4 seconds. That's almost a good 40 time. Almost. Come on, Bucs, says Richard Martin. Looks like the architect saying, let's go 4-0 Eagles defense. October to summer saying defense, go Birds 4-0. MJJ saying, who do we think will win? You know what? That's a great question. How have I not had that up yet. Who will win this game? Who will win? Eagles, Bucs. 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line. Here we go. 1st and 10 from the 30. Jalen Hurts under center. Saquon Barkley, the main back here. He keeps stepping back, tries to get a man in motion. It's Grant Calcaterra who's the motion man. Delayed reaction, a handoff, a gain of about 6 or 7 for Saquon. It brings up a 2nd down and 3. 2nd down and 3 coming up after a run to the right-hand side right now. Spike D saying the Bucs will come back. We'll see. Zach Cohn saying Eagles. What about that Green Bay game? John Rao, I will be live for that one, my friend. We will be live for the rest of the day. Literally, I am yours for today. Here we go, guys. 2nd down and 3 coming up with 14 and a half minutes left to go. Looks like we've got an I formation with a lead blocker here in front of Saquon Barkley. Jalen Hurts is under center. The snap and the toss to the left-hand side. Good defense there. Saquon said, no, sir. He gave himself up. Going to lose a couple yards on that play. It brings up a 3rd down and 5. Good read by the Buccaneers. Everybody saw that shift to the left-hand side. Buccaneers defense. And by the way, that was Hassan Reddick that forced him to go down. So I know Hassan Reddick is looking to make an impact in this game, having worn that that Eagles green in recent past. MJJ asking, who do you like? For which game, MJJ? For which game, MJJ? 13 minutes and looks like 13:38 left to go. 3rd down and 5 from the 35. Empty backfield here. Here is the snap. It's high. He looks right. He throws right. Saquon makes the grab, and he is wrapped up. That needed to happen. Guess who? Hassan Reddick. What a stop for him. 3rd down becomes 4th down and 3, and it looks like they're going to end up having to punt this one. Oh, Hassan Reddick grabbed him by the shoe, bro. And honestly, it looked like Dallas Goedert brought him down. It looked like that was a little friendly fire there. Reddick, I can guarantee you he feels good about getting that stop. Here comes the punt team. 4th down and 3. Giants fan here, broski, says Freedom Boom. What's up, Freedom Boom? We will be covering the Giants soon against the Philadelphia Eagles for Thursday Night Football. Here is Mr. Man. Literally Mr. Man, to punt this one away. And this one will be brought out from the 13-yard line, back to the 13-yard line, gets to the 15-yard line before being driven back. This will end up bringing up a 1st and 10 here for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Fresh new set of downs, 1, 2, 3, 4 left to go in the first half. First half of this game already, guys. So they can have that one, says October to Summon. Bucs for the upset, says Manuel. MJJ asking me what my favorite team is. No. You got it wrong, sir. You don't have to worry about what my favorite team is. Who's your favorite team? Who is your favorite team? I will tell you your matchup for this week. By the way, week 5 pick'ems are available already. There is a link in the description. Who is your favorite team? Mine? Dallas Cowboys. We've got the Green Bay Packers tonight. I will be calling that one. MJJ checking in for the Philadelphia Eagles. You've got your match against the Buccaneers. Looks like Wade says the San Antonio Spurs. Let's go. How about the Seahawks out there living like Larry? Cardinals against the Seahawks. Seahawks got that win. Gary checks in for the Broncos. We got a Broncos fan in the house. Broncos have Monday Night Football against the Cincinnati Bengals. Julie's a 49ers fan. Julie, 49ers got the Jaguars this week. Looks like a Bears fan checking into the house. John Paul, Bears got Raiders in week 4. Who else out here? I appreciate that comment out there, Derek Carney. Thank you very much. Looks like John saying Kansas City. That'll be the next game that we cover on this live stream. Kansas City Chiefs will be hosting the Baltimore Ravens. TM Martin checking in for the Lions. Lions versus Browns. That game is happening right now. Looks like Cole Jeffy checking in for the Colts. Colts got a big game against the Rams. Both teams coming into this one. Actually, Colts are 3-0. The Colts are 3-0. The LA Rams losing their first game of the season to the Philadelphia Eagles. Shout out to all my Cowboys fans out there. Oh, yeah. Oh, y'all know. During Cowboys games, we wear the chain. We wear the jersey. We'll be wearing the chain and the jersey for tonight's game for sure. Shout out to the Giants fan out here and Jimmy Blake. Jimmy checking in for the Giants. You got a matchup against the Chargers today happening right now. John likes the Panthers over the Patriots. You're just taking that because of last week, how bad the Falcons were. I think the Patriots are a solid team. Don't sleep on them. Albert saying the bling. I'm their rival, says MJJ. T. Moody dropping 5 tomatoes. Thanks for the tomatoes. Is this like the Rotten Tomatoes? I'll take it, bro. I'll take it. I'll count that as 5 stars. We'll count that as 5 stars. Yeah, who would have thought that the Colts would be 3-0? That's crazy. What up, Courtney? I see you out there, girl. Let's go. Ooh, and I get to block someone already. NFL live stream. Let's go ahead. Thank you. Robert, you're the best, man. All right, guys, commercial break is over. After the punt for the Philadelphia Eagles from the 16-yard line, a throw to the right-hand side. Blown up immediately is Rachaad White after a 2-yard pickup. It brings up a 2nd down and 8. Let's get this clock ticking. So 2nd down and 8, football to the Tampa Bay 18-yard line. Am I speaking too fast? You can always tell me to slow down. I want to make sure I get as much information to you guys as I possibly can on each play. That last play, catch was made on the right-hand side by Rachaad White. It brings up a 2nd down and 8 with 12 minutes left to go. In a shotgun formation, Baker Mayfield waits for the snap. You got 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. Looks like the man to the right of Baker Mayfield. Motion on the field. There's the snap, dropping back, and Baker in trouble. Has to scramble. He's on the right side now. He's directing traffic while on the run. Catch is made. Emeka Egbuka. That's a big gain. That's a 1st down. Tampa Bay. 1st and 10. Moves the sticks. Good grab there by Emeka Egbuka on the right-hand side. Burning Cooper DeJean, who was on him there. That was tight coverage. Good comeback, too, because Baker was in trouble. 1st and 10, this moves the football to the 36. Football at the 36 in an empty backfield. Baker doesn't like the look. He calls Rachaad White over, so now it's back to a shotgun. Cameras all over the place here, and now he's on the left side. Baker takes it. He looks right, throws it to Cade Otton. Otton will make the grab. We'll call that a 1-yard pickup, 2nd down and 9. So 2nd down coming up. Zach Bond there to make the stop. The second the grab was made. Great job. Guys, Zach Bond, such a blessing for this team. Honestly, like, he was doing nothing before. He comes to the Philadelphia Eagles. He leads the teams in total tackles last year, and he's doing it again this year. Zach Bond, fantastic linebacker there. Middle inside linebacker, that's what you need. 2nd down and 9 coming up here for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, this time from the 37. Baker Mayfield in a single back formation. The single back will get the carry. Rachaad White, not going to get much on that one. It brings up a 3rd down and 8. 3rd and 8 coming up. The clock will continue to tick. 10 minutes and 25 seconds left to go. A 3rd down and 8, maybe a 3rd down and 7. 10:21 left to go. The Seahawks messed up my Football Nation pick, says the facts is truths. You know, you can always change that up until Sunday, right? I give everybody a chance to see the Thursday night football game, so everybody gets a free pick, and you're allowed to change your pick'ems weekly until Thursday comes. All right, guys, empty backfield. You've actually got quads this time on the right-hand side. On 3rd down and 7, Baker looks to the right. The pressure coming in. Baker has to throw on the back foot. The catch almost made. There's got to be a flag for DPI. That was a great throw for Baker into the hands of Chris Godwin. Oh, that's great defense. No DPI there. I like the no call. Great defense there. Wow, Quinion Mitchell chasing down Godwin and breaking up that play. Unbelievable. What a defensive play by Quinion Mitchell just to throw off Chris Godwin enough to force the incomplete pass. So 9:50 left to go. Here comes the punt team coming up. There's the snap. There's the boot. This one going to go up and away, and a bad punt at the end of the day. That's going to be a really bad punt at the end of the day. This will probably put them, my gosh, where are the officials going to mark this? And here comes this official just trotting up the field right now. And he's going to keep walking as if he could see where that football went out from. They're going to put this at the 40. There's a flag on the play. Let's find out what this penalty is. Go Eagles, says take it to the streets TV. What are the known injuries for the Eagles and the Buccaneers? Charles Moore, give me to the next commercial break and I will let you know. Looks like there will be a holding on the receiving team, which was the Philadelphia Eagles. This will back them up to the 33-yard line. So it'll be a 1st and 10 from the Philadelphia 33 coming up now. And it looks like we are going to go to a quick commercial break. Okay. So someone asked about the injuries coming into this one. Coming into this game offensively and defensively, the Philadelphia Eagles, guys, let's take a look at the offense real quick. Philadelphia Eagles offense, left looks like the fullback, Ben Van Sumeren is out, so they don't even need that fullback anyways. They'll likely end up using Will Shipley, who should be the fullback. Livin' Like Larry with the $5 super chat. Let's go, Livin'. I appreciate you, Mr. Larry. I appreciate you, Mr. Livin' Like Larry. Need to Google, says Wade Tuckness. Okay, so if you really want to talk about everyone who is out, you're not going to know everyone who is out here on the Philadelphia Eagles side. You got Sam Howell, third-string quarterback, out for the Philadelphia Eagles. Johnny Wilson on IR right now. That's one of your third- or fourth-string wide receivers. You got Xavier Gibson, who's also out right now for the Philadelphia Eagles, another third-string wide receiver. Darius Cooper on IR, another third-string wide receiver. Out there on the offensive line, Miles Hinton, Willie Lampkin, Drew Kendall, Cameron Williams. You guys might think I'm making up these names. I'm not. They're actually on the team. They're just people that you never see. So I would argue that this team is coming in pretty healthy offensively here for the Philadelphia Eagles. The only main players that are missing for the Philadelphia Eagles defense right now, you could argue Nakobe Dean, the right inside linebacker. You could argue Nolan Smith, who would be the weak side linebacker. But outside of that, I'm not seeing Azeez Ojulari as one of the main guys. I'm not seeing Ja'Cory and Bennett as one of the main guys. Looks like Tom checking in another $5 super chat saying, why no Titans coverage makes Football Nation crazy. I mean, okay. I love the enthusiasm, Tom. First of all, thank you for that super chat. But let's be real, dude. Are we really going to cover an 0-3 team? Is that the kind of energy we want to bring out to Football Nation? Me personally, I like to cover teams that make things interesting. Not saying that the Titans are a bunch of bums, but not necessarily not saying that the Titans are a bunch of bums. Let's move on to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers side of things. Tampa Bay side injuries out here. Mike Evans is out for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That is making an impact right now. Baker Mayfield not seeing the field stretch quite the way he did with Mike Evans in on the play. We'll have to get back to this, guys. Eagles now coming back from this commercial break. We've got ourselves a 1st and 10 in a shotgun formation, and Saquon Barkley to the right of Jalen Hurts. Waiting for the snap on 1st and 10 from the 33-yard line. A.J. Brown goes from the slot to the wideout, and Hurts will wind up, delivers a beautiful pass, and the catch is going to be made by Dallas Goedert. Goedert, stiff as a board out there, takes it across midfield. Good for a Philadelphia Eagles. First down. First down for Philly. Here we go. That takes him to the Tampa Bay 45. 1st and 10 coming up here. Good gain. Good gain from Dallas Goedert. Definitely the safety blanket right now. Goedert rubbing the knee right now. He's been dealing with knee issues to begin with. Let's start this clock one more time. 9 minutes left to go here in the first half, guys, and we've got another trivia quiz courtesy of Santino out here. Shotgun formation. Here's the snap, dropping back, the pressure coming in, the blitz, the windup in the throw. Grant Calcaterra makes the catch. He picks up 10, 15. That's a big first down here. A big first down here for the Philadelphia Eagles. Back-to-back plays. This moves the football to the 29. Moves the football to the 29. Okay, begins Saturday. I thought it started on Tuesday. Oh, they're talking. Yeah, for sure. Okay, guys. Here we go. 1st and 10, shotgun formation from the 29-yard line. Here's the snap. There's the handoff. Saquon Barkley up the middle for a pickup of 2. This brings up a 2nd down and 8, moving the football to the Tampa Bay 27-yard line. 8 minutes and 17 seconds. Jason Sikla saying Josh Allen interception. Josh Pate likes to say, we talk about the winners first, says Vashon Farmer. T. Moody, what's going on? Behringer fan in the house right now. I see y'all out there. Larry Martin, what's up? October to Summer, what's up? Zach Cohn, Robert Zamora, James, what is up? 2nd down and 8. Eagles are up. That's what's up. 14-3. Play clock down to 5. Here is the snap, dropping back, and it looks like Hurts is going to run out of time. He scrambles to the right again, and Hurts going to use those legs, those powerful legs, to pick up another 4 yards on that play. It brings up a 3rd down. It looks like they're going to give him just a gain of 2. 3rd down and 6 coming up here from the 25. David saying Muriel Bowser. What's up, David? Don't know what that means, but I appreciate that. Larry Martin just saying tush push. Giggity. Tanya checks in saying first down, Eagles. About to be, let's see, 3rd and 6. 7:15. Approaching the red zone now from the 25-yard line, shotgun formation. Trips to the left. A.J. Brown alone at the bottom of the screen. Here's the snap. Looking towards Brown. Doesn't like it. Scrambles to the left. Jalen Hurts will wind up and throw. The catch is made. DeVonta Smith down at the 5-yard line. He takes a big hit, but he hangs on to the football. This brings up a 1st and goal from the 5. DeVonta Smith makes the grab for 20. From the 25 to the 5-yard line, a 20-yard catch and a first down, Philadelphia. Eagles move the sticks again, and this time we've got a 1st and goal. No need for the chain crew on this one. A touchdown here would put the Buccaneers with their back against the walls early on this, and we're going to have to see Baker Mayfield air this thing out. And the Eagles know that, and their secondary is really good. 1st and goal, motion on the field from Smith. DeVonta Smith to the right-hand side. Saquon. No, it's a shovel pass forward, and it's a touchdown. Dallas Goedert. Is that his 2nd touchdown of the day? Dallas Goedert. Let's go. Wow. Touchdown, Dallas Goedert. And I don't know why my touchdown sound ain't playing. Oh, that's why. There it is. Touchdown, Philadelphia Eagles. Goedert just scored right now. Bro, that's my phone buzzing right now for my Dynasty League because, yeah, I got Dallas Goedert in there. My phone is starting to buzz right now. Touchdowns, let's go. Dallas Goedert, 2 touchdowns on this one. Here's the snap. The kick is up. The kick is good. And the extra point attempt. Yeah, Dallas Goedert, guys, 19 fantasy points already for Dallas. He's got 4 targets, 4 receptions, 37 yards, and 19 fantasy points on those 2 touchdowns that he scored. Would you believe that Saquon Barkley has yet to crack 10 yards? Saquon Barkley, actually, including his receptions, which he has 3, that puts him at a total of 23 yards on the day for Saquon Barkley in the first half. Let's stop the clock here. We're going to end up with a 1st and 10. We're going to get a kickoff here. 6 minutes and 10 seconds left to go, guys. Good touchdown there for the Philadelphia Eagles. The Buccaneers find themselves in trouble, but you know what? That's just the way the game's going to go. Take a look at the bottom of the screen, guys. Let's talk about the scores across the NFL here. You can see that the Cleveland Browns, 7-10 against the Detroit Lions. The New York Giants are beating the LA Chargers right now. The score is 10-3 in that one. Buffalo up 14-7 over the New Orleans Saints. The Philadelphia Eagles up 21-3, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers not looking very solid on this game here. I'm going to scroll over just a little bit, y'all, and you can see the Washington Commanders and the Atlanta Falcons. Atlanta up 17-7. The Houston Texans only able to score 2 field goals against the Tennessee Titans. They do have the football right now, but the score is 6-0 in Houston versus Tennessee. And the New England Patriots up 14-6 over the Carolina Panthers. Those are your scores across the NFL as it sits right now. Let's change the scrolling text here and get you guys something a little more, something that makes sense. Looks like we're sitting at 43,745. Let's see if we can get to the next benchmark here. But for now, my goal isn't to gain subscribers. My goal is to garner your attention. So I appreciate you guys. I hope y'all are enjoying yourselves throughout this live stream. Didn't get a chance to go through all of our graphics, so why don't we take a moment now during this commercial break to talk about the fact that, honestly, we haven't seen a lot of passing happen for Jalen Hurts, but Jalen Hurts has dished out 2 passing touchdowns already. So that is going to change some of the numbers out here. Jalen Hurts so far today has completed 10 of 11 for 98 passing yards. Guys, these wide receivers on average are averaging 146. So the Eagles are on pace to blow right past this and move this from red numbers into that orange and yellow kind of slate. We'll see how many air yards they get in this game. Meanwhile, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they throw the football a few more times here. They throw the football 33 times, which is literally how many times the Eagles run the football. We'll see how this washes out today. They are definitely going to have to throw the football more according to this game script. Here is the return, the 20, the 25, the 30. He's gone. The 40, the 45, the 50. Pushed out of bounds at about midfield. A big kickoff return. They needed that, but there's a flag on the play. Let's find out what this one is. So the Tampa Bay Buccaneers special teams bring this out. Yeah. Yeah, every drive down to the red zone as Eagles are looking pretty good right now. Thank you very much, T. Moody. First time watching, he says. Thank you very much, T. Moody. All right, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, there was a flag on the play here. Looks like this will back up the Buccaneers. What would have been a return out to the 50 will place the football, looks like at the 15 instead. Let's find out where the officials mark this. 1st and 10 from the Tampa Bay 20. So just so everybody's on the same page, 1st and 10, football at the Tampa Bay 20-yard line. Can Tampa Bay move the football efficiently in this first half? Time running out in the first half. Baker Mayfield under center. Going to send Sterling Shepard on an end around. Shepard will get the carry, a spin move, a pickup of 6. 2nd down and 4 coming up. I like the end around on that move. I like that. Throwing people off guard right there. Lots of high fives going around for the Philadelphia Eagles. Game's not over, but they are celebrating right here. We've got a 2nd down and 4 coming up for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They're at their own 26-yard line. Let's see if Tampa Bay can make the Eagles pay. They are at home, and they got to protect home turf. Easier said than done. Motion on the field from Cade Otton on this 2nd down play. Baker, he can smell the blitz coming in. He's going to fake the handoff. Pressure coming in. A wind-up and a throw to Emeka Egbuka. And what good coverage from Cooper DeJean all day, bro. Cooper DeJean is everywhere defensively. What a stop, man. Yeah, the nickel coming in hard, bro. Emeka Egbuka, tough sledding. Another target for him. Only 1 reception today, and it was for just 1 yard. For just 1 yard. That's good defense there. Cooper DeJean, full stretch. He's the man with the pick 6 in last year's Super Bowl. He's the one who changed everything. What is my score prediction, Charles Moore? That's a great question. I'm thinking it's, I don't know. I'm not thinking very much right now. 3rd down and 4. Winds up, pump fake. Going to throw the other way. It's tipped in the air, and Baker has to swat it down. That should be like illegal batting or something. But Baker Mayfield swatted that football down because it was about to be intercepted. Baker saving himself from a for sure pick. 4th down and 4. Linemy goes up. He said, no, sir. He spiked it. He spiked it like a volleyball back into the ground. That's wild. They needed that. I mean, they didn't need that. They needed a touchdown. But I guess it could have been worse. 5:10 left to go. Here is Dixon to punt the football back to Philadelphia. This is starting to feel like a very one-sided contest. Here is the punt. And this punt will be brought back from the 22. Gets to the 23. Cuts back inside, and Jahan Dotson goes down at the 24. They might mark it down at the 25. That's fine. 1st and 10 coming up this time. Philadelphia. Thank you once again, CM. See you later. He also loves the Boise State Broncos. All right, guys. Thank you very much, Kevin. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to a quick commercial break, so now is my chance to interact with you guys. Where are you watching from? Where are you watching from? I'm going to do my best to read as many comments as I can, but I know how this works. This is probably going to be – it typically goes that way. Typically goes that way. Let's see, Julie B. out in Oregon. Looks like John Rao is at home. We got Curtis in Pittsburgh. We got GTC Reels in San Francisco. Sir Dirticus. Interesting. I like it. Sir Dirticus D. saying Colorado. John Dietz in West Central Florida. We got Playa del Carmen out in Mexico for Wade Tuckness. Welcome back, Wade. Appreciate you, sir. Derek Carney in Kansas. Pringle in Dallas. Gary in Washington State. And Robert Zamora in the 210 in the San Antonio. Go Spurs, go. John Paul Dragon Garcia saying San Antonio. I love it, guys. Shout out to all my folks out here in Texas. Courtney in Arizona. Dennis in Comanche, Iowa. We got Jimin in Estonia. Shout out to everybody in Europe right now watching this live game. We got Medusa in Philly. Susan saying to smash that like button. Baker has been put into panic mode, says Ikoe. Joselito saying, can you give my daughter a shout out? She's a big Cowboys fan. Shout out to your daughter, Joselito Serrano. Thank you for checking in. Who else out here? CMC in Redding, California. Nancy in Philadelphia. Kevin Schaaf watching from Atlanta. And Jack in Floral City, Florida. Ellen, I see you. All of these cities coming in right now. Won't get a chance to read everything, but we got Joshua in France. We got Shai Thomas in South Carolina. Michael Castro in El Paso, and Tatiana in Cranston, Rhode Island. Martin Barishash, thanks for checking back in. Clearwater, Florida for Kirk Charles. Tyrone, someone better call up Tyrone out in New Orleans. What up, homie? Shout out to you guys. Okay, so we're not going to get a chance to read all of those. Nor should I, as a broadcaster, just start naming random cities. So I unfortunately will have to step away from the comment area. But those of you guys who have been here before, you know that during play calling, we step away from the chats. And during commercial breaks, we do one of two things. We read the chats or we read the stats. This time we read some chats. Next time we'll read some stats. We got a 1st and 10 coming up here for Philadelphia after the punt. 5 minutes left to go. 1st and 10, Philadelphia on their own 25. Here is Jalen Hurts, a running back to his left and a running back behind him on this play. Motion on the field from DeVonta Smith as he goes to the right-hand side. Here's the snap, and he will hand that off, putting it in the belly of Barkley. Barkley out to the 32-yard line. 2nd down, and a pickup of 6 brings up a 2nd and 4. So less than 5 minutes left to go. The clock will start ticking here. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers looking to get the football back because they need to score before halftime. The Eagles kicked off to start this game, and it was bad from the start, guys. The Buccaneers blocked punt for a touchdown. Then they go. It's just been bad for Tampa. Let's see if their defense can make up for it. 2nd down and 4 after the 6-yard gain from Saquon Barkley. Looks like a 2nd down and 3. 2nd down and 3. A pistol formation. Waiting for the snap here. There it is. He fakes the handoff, play action, checks it out to the right-hand side. Catch is made by John Mechie. Not a name we see or hear of a lot, but Mechie looks like he might have picked up that 1st down. I think that'll be a 1st down here. They're going to call it a 1st and 10 from the Philadelphia 35. Oh, I love how the official picked up the football and literally moved it. Did you see that? He straight up picked up the football and moved. Yeah. Wow. They're going to call this a 1st down. Sirianni having a conversation with the down judge right now. Yeah, like he straight up, he moved the football. Like, whatever, dude.
The entire sideline is like, what?
Yeah, like, okay. They placed it 6 inches short, and they just move it. At the 35-yard line, looks like the Eagles have the football now. Eagles will retain possession here. 3 minutes and 25 seconds left to go. We've got a shotgun formation. 2 receivers to the top of the screen. And it's going to be a handoff to Saquon. Saquon goes around the right-hand side. He will pick up about 6 on the play. It brings up a 2nd down and 4 after the pickup of 6. 2nd and 4. It's already 1 o'clock, man. Let's go. Yeah, it's already 1 o'clock. We're almost halfway through the day. Got 2 more streams to go. That sounds fair. Okay. All right, guys, here we go. 2nd down and 4. From the 41-yard line. And straight up throwing up gang signs. He's literally doing West Side right here. Whatever this means for Philadelphia, this is what Jalen Hurts was doing. Here's the snap. He drops back from the 41. He steps up through the pocket. He picks up the 1st and then some. To the 45, to the 50, across midfield, down at the 49. 2nd down and 4 is converted to a 1st and 10. I don't know what this West Side thing was. Was it? Oh, weak side. Hey, weak side. That could be weak side. Nice. Maybe. Bro. Oh, I like that. Little counter run right there. It worked out, guys. 1st and 10 coming up here. This should take us to the 2-minute warning, though. Let's see if they get a snap off here. My clock might be a little bit ahead. We got a 1st and 10 from the 49. Waiting for the snap right now. Motion on the field. from Smith. Smith runs out to the right-hand side. Here's the snap. Here's the handoff. No, it's a play action. The windup and the throw to Mechie again. And Mechie will make the grab, stopping the clock with about 1:59. It brings up a 2nd down and 3, and we go to the 2-minute warning. Okay, folks, 2-minute warning, commercial break. When we get back, it'll be a 2nd down and 3. The football will be at the Tampa Bay 42-yard line, so the Eagles are across midfield in Tampa Bay territory. We are almost to halftime, guys. If y'all are new here, then stick around. During halftime, we like to drop our trivia quizzes. It's kind of what we do here. It'll be quiz number 2 today, and I've got a good one for y'all with the Eagles and the Buccaneers. I hope you guys are ready for that one. I'm going to step away from this so I give you no spoilers. But be sure to check in for halftime. Don't go anywhere. Shout out, not to mention that, says John Dietz. FN Trivia on deck. Notorious G saying the Bucs barely beat 3 trash teams. This was very predictable, says Notorious G. Honestly, I said that at the start of the stream. I'm kind of with you there as well. John Rao saying ready to score again. Joshua Kim saying thanks for the live stream. You're welcome, Joshua Kim. Let's go. This game was expected to be much closer than it actually is. Instead, the Philadelphia Eagles running away with it. When we get back, they will be in Tampa Bay territory. Are you broadcasting from Tampa, asks Kevin. No, Kevin, I am broadcasting from San Antonio, Texas, the 210, the Alamo City, and I'm happy to be here with you guys today. I will be covering Santino. Was in here. He covered the first live stream. He'll probably be taking off here for the day, guys, in a little bit.
It was a lot of fun to hang out with y'all guys. Thanks for having me.
Bro, it was good.
I did a lot better, I think.
It was really good.
I hope you guys think that too.
It was a good first game. So Santino covered the first game for Football Nation today because I have 3 more games to do. So I will be covering the Ravens and the Chiefs after this one, immediately after this one. Then I'm going to take a small 15-minute break and go into game number 3. That is 14 hours of live streaming, guys. But we'll be live from 8 a.m. all the way till at least 10:30 today. So it's a long, long day. Yeah, what is Red Zone? Who even cares about the Red Zone, bro? Spike D saying Santino did very well for his second game. You guys need matching outfits, ties at least. We're both wearing, what are you talking about? We're both, well, we are, like what? I mean, we can get matching ties, I suppose. Yeah, I'm going to change my tie, honestly. I knew I just wanted to wear the plaid because you wore the plaid, but I told you my only plaid tie has to be a brown color. Couldn't wear red because we got red on one side or green because we got green on the other. 2nd down and 3. 1:59 left to go here in the first half, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do this thing. Thanks. Is it Detty29? Appreciate you. Shout out to Canada. Motion on the field right now from Grant Calcaterra on 2nd down and 3 from the 42-yard line. The windup in the throw to A.J. Brown goes backwards for a loss of 2 yards, and A.J. Brown not happy about that. Catch was made. Loss of 2. 3rd down and 5 at the Tampa Bay 44. Tampa Bay's defense stepping up at the 2-minute warning. Looks like we've got an injury on the field, though, with 1:41 left to go. They're going to need to stop the clock here. They're going to have to add some time. We do have an injury down on the field right now, and they're just letting the clock tick. It finally stopped. The official calling an injury timeout. About 90 seconds left to go. They're going to pump this one up is my guess. But losing a man right now, Steen down here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And in case you're wondering who he is, that is their right guard. That could make things easier for Vita Vea to get in. This is the man that we're looking at who just went down, guys. Offense for the Philadelphia Eagles, you've got Tyler Steen, your starting right guard, who is out right now. That would bring in Matt Pryor to be the next guard in line. Your 3rd-round pick in the 2023 draft, your protection on the right-hand side for Jalen Hurts, and the man who creates those running lanes there for Saquon Barkley just went down. Let's see if he's questionable to return or if he won't be coming back. KC, thank you for another super chat. Let's go, bro. Casey, I see you out there. Remember the tie with stripes, more money, says Michael Castro. Is that a thing? I've never heard of that. Okay. All right, y'all. Go Eagles, says Regina Renee. Good job, Kansas City, says Michael Castro. Clearwater also having boat H. What? Say what now? Okay, boat horse? Were you trying to say boat? Okay. Next comment. Not even. Let's move on. Okay, guys. The score right now is 21-3. The reason I am blabbering to the camera right now is because there was an injury timeout. When we get back from the injury timeout, it will be 3rd down and 5 from the Tampa Bay 44. The Philadelphia Eagles with the football. Halftime on the horizon. We may see one more possession here for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. There is no guarantee, and we cannot predict the future. We can do our best. Tampa Bay looking for a big stop here. It is a 3rd down and 5, and it looks like Steen is going to the blue medical tent. They're going to take a look at that knee that he was holding on to right there. Could have easily thrown a flag for a false start there, too. Ooh, that's a hyperextension. That's a hyperextension. Pryor is now in, as mentioned. We've got a 3rd down and 5 coming up now. 3rd down and 5 after the 2-yard loss on the grab from A.J. Brown. So, as I expected, they put a little more time on the clock. 1:54 left to go, and they're looking to convert here. Okay, so Nathan's or Ballpark Franks. Is there much of a difference? Santino nodding. I wouldn't know, man. Get yourself a glizzy. Isn't that what they call them now these days? Here we go, guys. Motion. He's saying Ballpark Frank. Go Ballpark Frank. Okay. All right, guys. 2 receivers to the top, 2 to the bottom, waiting for the snap. Jalen Hurts in the shotgun. It's a high snap. The pressure coming in. The windup and the throw. The catch is made. A.J. Brown. 1st down. A 1st down picked up there for the Philadelphia Eagles. This makes it a 1st and 10. That's the last thing that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers needed on this drive. Great strong hands there from A.J. Brown. Robinson had his arm in that play. So A.J. Brown, fish hooks for fingertips, hanging on to that football. Here's the snap on 1st and 10 from the 35. The throw to the left-hand side, a little shake and bake from Saquon Barkley to the 30, the 20, down out inside the 20-yard line. They're going to call it right at the 20. Looks like a gain of about 15 yards, and back-to-back 1st downs here for the Philadelphia Eagles. Nice shake and bake. Burned 2 defenders on that play. Saquon chased out of bounds here. This stops the clock with 1:17 forward progress, ending on the sideline. 1st and 10 from the 20. We're now inside the red zone. Okay, guys, here we go. 1st and 10, empty backfield. 3 receivers on the right-hand side. Motion on the field from the left. It is Saquon on the move. Doesn't matter. He's going to throw it to Saquon on the left-hand side, and Saquon will lose yardage, getting backed up to the Tampa Bay 26. This will be a loss of 6 yards. But if you've got a PPR league, that's still 1 point or a half a point for Saquon Barkley. I hate PPR, bro. I hate PPR. It's on 1st downs. On 1st downs. Okay. I have a weird rule on my in our fantasy league. Timeout called, by the way, for the Philadelphia Eagles. That does stop the clock with 1:10. I have an interesting rule for my 1st downs. So I don't have half-point PPR. I don't have full-point PPR. I have a specific rule where if you make a reception and the reception results in a 1st down, then you get 1 full point. Outside of that, if you make a catch, guess what? You did your job. Congratulations. You're not going to get a point. Imagine if they gave a point for every carry that a running back had. You know what I mean? So, anyways, here we go, guys. We got a 2nd down and looks like maybe 16 here. 2nd down and 15 coming up. 2nd down and 15 from the 25-yard line. Generous ball placement here. I would have put it at the 26. Waiting for the snap right now. Jalen Hurts will take it. He drops back against the 4-man rush, has plenty of time. He scrambles. He's chased down from behind, and he will still be gaining a couple yards on there. But Hassan Reddick, he's going to be everywhere. Hassan Reddick, the ex-Philadelphia Eagle, gets the stop here. Timeout going to be called by someone else to stop the clock. Let's find out who called this one. It could be Tampa Bay. The clock should be ticking, but it has not. TF talking about glizzies listening to the game, says Ty Thomas. Who went to the tent? Mario. That was Steen, Francois. That was Steen. That was the starting right guard for the Philadelphia Eagles is in the blue tent right now. Starting right guard for the Philadelphia Eagles in the blue tent right now. Pryor is still in. We've got a 3rd down and 13 coming up with 1:04 left to go. The Buccaneers did use their second timeout. They have 1 remaining. Here comes the 3rd down play. A crucial 3rd down, and the Buccaneers need to get a stop here to hold the Eagles to a field goal and have some time to try to get back. Waiting for the snap, Jalen Hurts takes it. Hurts hands this off. Saquon left-hand side will pick up 2 yards. It brings up a 4th down and 11, and the field goal unit will come out. Tampa Bay going to call a quick timeout. They have no timeouts remaining. 58 seconds left to go, and we're waiting for the field goal here. So from the 21-yard line at 18, this should be a 39-yarder, somewhere in that ballpark. 39-yard field goal going to come up for the Philadelphia Eagles. Only 1 athlete at a time in the medical tent, says TM Martin. Yeah, seriously. If you had multiple in there, there'd be other issues. Carrie, I see you. Charles Moore saying, I think the Buccaneers will get more points but still lose. Who else agrees? Eagles seem like they're in a commanding position right now. Up 21-3. The field goal here would make it 24-3 and make it a 3-touchdown game. We typically call that a skunk when we play Madden. A 21-point deficit in the first half is typically a skunk, but here's Jake Elliott from the left hash. Kicks this one up. The kick is good. And the Eagles will take a 21-point lead after that field goal. So 3 more points on the board. The Eagles blowing out the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And this is starting to hurt, man. It's starting to hurt. Goal, says Shy Thomas. Bring O back out and try to draw them offside, says Zach Cohn. Elliot De Jesus, like always, stuck at work, but still listening to you. Thank you, Elliot. Feel the love, homie. Zuba checking in saying, go Eagles. Gerald Gibbons saying that this game is over. Little early for this game to be over. We've seen bigger comebacks across the NFL. We've seen more adversity across the NFL for sure. 24-3, 58 seconds left to go. Leo Bala asking me how I'm doing today. Well, I woke up at like 7 a.m. because Santino came over to help us stream this game. So, you know, doing as best as we can, doing as well as we can. I'm about a pot and a half of coffee deep. I'm thinking faster than my mouth can go. Here's the kickoff return out to the 23-yard line. 1st and 10 coming up for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Did I say the 53-yard line? I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Okay, 53 seconds left. Football to the 23-yard line. I said 23. I said 23. Football to the 23-yard line. Let's see where we go from here. Okay, last gasp in the first half. No timeouts remaining for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Buccaneers do have the football now. Buccaneers with the football. Motion on the field. There's the snap. Dropping back. Looking left. Doesn't like it. Winds up and throws to Bucky Irving. Bucky Irving against Cooper DeJean. DeJean pushes him out of bounds. It brings up a 2nd down. Does stop the clock. It was forward progress inbounds. 47 seconds left to go. 2nd down and 7. 2nd down and 7. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers offense is sputtering right now. They can't seem to get any rhythm against this Eagles defense. Great job defensively, and honestly, Baker's out here slinging it, doing his best, but nobody can get open for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. 2nd down and 7 coming up now. 2nd and 7. Baker in an empty backfield. 3 receivers to the left-hand side from the 26-yard line. Baker takes the snap. He looks to the right. He throws to the right. Catch is made by Cade Otton. This brings up a 3rd down and 1. The clock will continue to tick. Hurry up offense here. They got to get there quickly. Here comes a 3rd down and 1 from the Tampa Bay 32. Do you just get the 1 yard or do you take a shot here? Here's the snap. Baker drops. Baker in trouble. We'll check it down. Irving gets wrapped up, and they flag on the play, guys. This could be a roughing the passer. This looked like a roughing the passer. And Bucky Irving is down right now. Bucky on his back looks completely rocked at the moment. Bucky Irving not moving. He's personal foul, roughing the passer against the defense. This will be a 15-yard penalty and an automatic first down here for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This will move them out to the Tampa Bay 47. That was Jalen Carter trying to rip off the helmet of Baker Mayfield. Baker might have embellished a little bit on that one. But 22 seconds left to go. It does get them to about midfield. Bucky Irving got blown up on that play. Definitely slammed. Looks like maybe the back of his head hit the ground. Maybe his tailbone. So Bucky Irving now on the sideline. Looks like he was able to get up and walk off the field. Probably won't see him for the rest of this first half. Only 22 seconds left to go. Shai Thomas saying that was a BS call. We don't need another Vikings gift card, says Zach Cohn. Savannah says Gregory Dorr. Here we go, guys. From the 46. From the 46, 1st and 10 across, or shy of midfield here. Baker takes the snap. The blitz coming in. He's got to get rid of it quickly. Catch is made by Sterling Shepard. Shepard will pick up 6 yards. Got to hurry up and clock this one. Got to spike this one. 10 seconds left to go here. There's the spike. Stops the clock with about 7 seconds. So what do you do from here? Another down. 3rd down and 4 coming up from the Philadelphia 47 across midfield. This is too far for field goal range. Do you maybe try? Yeah, get a short pass on a corner route or an out route, trying to get the play on the sideline there. Okay, 3rd down and 4. 8 seconds left to go. This time from the 47-yard line, the Philadelphia Eagles playing good defense so far. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers with the football. Looks like timeout going to be called right now. I believe this will be a timeout, and it will be Eagles timeout. Since no timeouts remain here for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, that only makes sense. So timeout called. Halftime coming up in just a few. Tom asking, are the Cowboys favored later today? Yeah, they're favored to lose. About 7 seconds, or 7 seconds. About 7 seconds, because it said 7 seconds, but my TV says 8. So about. Behringer fan. Also, at least in basketball, it matters because of those decimals. They always keep the decimal time out there. I know in basketball, if you say it's 7 seconds, but you've got 6.5, yeah, or something like that, someone will say something for sure. All right, y'all. Here we go. 3rd down and 4. Looks like they are playing prevent. Looks like they are definitely playing, giving a lot of space here. There is literally nobody on the defensive line at all for the Philadelphia Eagles. There is literally not a single person on the defensive line to get pressure on Baker Mayfield. Baker can shoot this one across to the end zone. He really could. Intended for Godwin. The pass incomplete. Godwin looking for a flag. Not going to get it. It brings up a 4th down and 4. And honestly, at this point, with 4 seconds left to go, you might as well just air it out. It's going to be the final play of the game. Why even bother? They're going to kick a 64-yard field goal? All right. Well, this will be wild. Okay, they're at the Philly 47. Here we go. Let's see. McLaughlin, I don't know if he's got the leg for it, bro. Another timeout going to be called here by the Philadelphia Eagles. Final timeout of the half. I bet he misses. 4th down and 4. Watch it get blocked. 4th down and 4 coming up. A monster field goal attempt for McLaughlin. Let's see if he can get it done. Okay. Here we go. 4th down and 4, this time from the left hash. There's even a man lined up under the field goal post because they don't think that they'll be able to return it, or because they don't think they'll be able to put it through the uprights. Play clock down to 15. Still waiting for the snap on this super long field goal. The kick is up, and this kick is good. It's good. The score is there. Let's go. And the Buccaneers get 3 points. Wow, unbelievable. What a kick here. And McLaughlin puts it through the uprights. That's the end of the first half, guys. Let's go ahead and do our trivia quiz. All right, you going to take off, brother? Hey, man, love you, bro. You be safe, man. Take care. Shout out to Santino, ladies and gentlemen. He's gone for the day. Appreciate him and his help today. So, all right, guys, time for our trivia quiz. Let's do this thing. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to ask y'all 10 questions right now. If this is your first time joining Football Nation, welcome, welcome, one and all. It's an easy quiz, no penalties for wrong answers, y'all. Let's go ahead and jump in to question number 1. Question number 1. What is the name of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers mascot? Is it A, Jolly Roger? Is it B, Captain Fear? Or is it C, Salty Sam? Salty Sam. What is the name of this Tampa Bay Buccaneers mascot? A, B, or C? A, B, or C? Guys, the answer, by the way, it was a 65-yard field goal, and that's listed above my head, but I am going to turn that off right now. Real quick, guys, Captain Fear, he has been their mascot since the year 2000, replacing the former mascot that used to be a parrot named Scully. Awful name for a mascot. Captain Fear, much better. Let's move on to question number 2, and let's turn off this here as well. Question number 2, guys. What is the Eagles fight song known as? What is the name of the Philadelphia Eagles fight song? Is it A, Go Birds? Is it B, Fly Like an Eagle? Or is it C, Fly, Eagles, Fly? Fly, Eagles, Fly. What is the Eagles fight song known as? What do you guys think? Again, no penalties for wrong answers, but most of y'all are checking in, and most of you guys are right here, guys. It is Fly, Eagles, Fly, and if you want to pause it and take a look at the lyrics, Santino went ahead and posted the lyrics there for you guys. Officially titled the Eagles Victory Song, it is Fly, Eagles, Fly. Okay, guys, next question here. Question number 3. Question number 3 coming up here. Who holds the Tampa Bay Buccaneers franchise record for the most passing yards in one single season? Is it A, Tom Brady? Is it B, Baker Mayfield? Or is it C, Jameis Winston? Who holds the Tampa Bay Buccaneers franchise record for the most passing yards in one single season? A, B, or C? Is it Baker? Is it Tom? Is it Jameis? The answer, believe it or not, is Tom Brady. Only played for 2 years with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Only 2 years, guys, and he managed to put up 5,316 yards in the 2021 season. That is the most by any Tampa Bay Buccaneers quarterback. Question number 4. Here we go, guys. Question number 4. Which Eagles Super Bowl was the Eagles' very first Super Bowl appearance? Oh, I hate Roman numerals. Is it Super Bowl, looks like 13, Super Bowl 14, or Super Bowl 15? What was the Eagles' first Super Bowl appearance? Not their first Super Bowl win, their first Super Bowl appearance. Is it 13, 14, or 15? The answer is Super Bowl 15, guys. Super Bowl 15 against at the time, the Oakland Raiders, and the Eagles actually lost that game on January 25th, 1981 to Oakland. Oakland winning their Super Bowl 27-10 over Philadelphia. But that was a long time ago. Philly's on top right now, so no use crying over spilled milk. Next question, guys. Todd Bowles, head of the Buccaneers, head coach of the Buccaneers. He played 8 seasons in the NFL. But what position did head coach Todd Bowles play? Was he A, a free safety? Was he B, a middle linebacker? Or was he C, a corner? Which position did head coach Todd Bowles play in the NFL? Safety, linebacker, or corner? The answer is safety. Todd Bowles, a free safety back in the day, guys. 8 years in the NFL. He primarily played for the Washington Redskins and the San Francisco 49ers from 1986 to 1993. Okay, how are y'all doing? We're halfway through the quiz. I got 5 more for you. Question number 6. Who holds the single season record for receiving touchdowns? for the Philadelphia Eagles? Is it A, Terrell Owens? Is it B, A.J. Brown? Or is it C, Deshaun Jackson? Which of these three guys holds the single-season receiving touchdowns record for Philly? A, B, or C? Plug in your answers now, guys. A, B, or C. All right, y'all. A lot of answers came in. Only a couple correct ones. It is T.O., guys. 14 touchdowns is the most ever scored in one single season by a Philadelphia Eagles wide receiver. 14 receiving touchdowns in the 2004 season for T.O. Question number 7. Question number 7, y'all. Which Buccaneers player has the longest run from scrimmage this year? Which Tampa Bay Buccaneers player has the longest run from scrimmage this year? Is it A, Bucky Irving? Is it B, Rachaad White? Or is it C, Baker Mayfield? Which of these players has the longest rush from scrimmage in 2025? A couple of you guys checking in with the correct answer. The answer is indeed Baker Mayfield. Yeah, guys, Baker Mayfield, a 33-yard scramble this season. That is still the longest run from scrimmage in 2025 for this Tampa Bay Buccaneers offense. Got it again, says Patriot Party. All right, guys, 3 more questions. Question number 8. Which of these 3 schools did Donovan McNabb play college football at? Donovan McNabb, did he play for Florida State University, Virginia Tech, or Syracuse University? Where did Donovan McNabb go to college to play football? A, B, or C? Alicia saying Syracuse. Patriots saying B. Val saying A. Guys, the answer is Syracuse. Syracuse University, guys, earning multiple Big East Offensive Player of the Year honors and setting several school records before being drafted into the NFL. Solid quarterback there. All right, y'all, here we go. Question number 9. Which of these famous wrestlers was a Tampa Bay Buccaneers fan? Is it A, The Rock? Is it B, Hulk Hogan? Or is it C, The Undertaker? A, B, or C? Which of these 3 wrestlers was a Tampa Bay Buccaneers fan? A, B, or C? The answer, ladies and gentlemen, is actually B. Bravo. There he is choking out Captain Fear. May he rest in peace, Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan was a lifelong fan of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. You can see him in photos with Jameis Winston up there. You can see him choking out Captain Fear. He was always a Tampa Bay Buccaneers fan. All right, guys, question number 10. Final question today. What was the last year that the Eagles had the number 1 overall pick in the NFL draft? Was it 1949, 1951, or 1953? A, B, or C? What was the last year that the Eagles had the number 1 overall pick in the NFL draft? It's been a while, guys. It has been a while. The Philadelphia Eagles have not had the number 1 overall pick since Chuck Bednarik, who has an award named after him for college football. There he is, literally smoking a cigarette and a cigar at the exact same time. Chuck Bednarik, the number 1 overall pick back in 1949. Pretty wild. I was first. Everyone copied me, says Josh Moncada. All right, guys, that's it. That's the trivia quiz. How did you guys do on that quiz? Guys, once again, baseball right around the corner. We're going to be doing some baseball games. Shout out to those of you who are with us. By the way, y'all, if you want your chances for Week 5 pick'ems, Week 5 pick'ems are now available on the Football Nation website. 4 out of 6 says Patriot. Looks like the trivia quiz got you guys a little bit. Bill Adams got 6 out of 10. KC saying 1 out of 10, my worst ever. All right, guys, those of y'all who watch baseball, who is your baseball team? Who is your favorite MLB team? I know you're watching Football Nation, but we like to break out right now. Bednarik, last 2-way player. I don't know if he was the last 2-way player, Behringer fan, because right now we got Travis Hunter out here as a 2-way player. Okay, But take a look over here. We got Rangers fans, a Cardinals fan, a Mets fan. Mets making it to the playoffs. The Phillies making it to the playoffs. Texas Rangers, not so much. The Braves, not so much. Looks like the Orioles. Is that Orioles or Pirates? Let's see. Cubbies, the Cubs, Chicago Cubs are making the playoffs. Guys, in case y'all are wondering, this is the Major League playoff picture right now. Detroit Tigers, Cleveland Guardians, Boston Red Sox, New York Yankees, Seattle Mariners, and Blue Jays of Toronto on the far left side of your screen. For the National League here, you've got the New York Mets, the LA Dodgers, the San Diego Padres, the Chicago Cubs, the Philadelphia Phillies, and the Milwaukee Brewers out there, guys. And the Milwaukee Brewers, those are going to be your teams for baseball playoffs. Don't know how many games we're going to be covering just yet. Don't know exactly which games we're going to be covering yet. If it goes well, we will cover more. If it goes poorly, we will cover less. That being said, if you guys are interested in signing up, y'all, it's not just football that you can do on Underdog. It's not just football that you can do on Underdog. Let's turn this back on. Turn this off for now. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to turn on my stream here for Twitch. Well, that's on me. We'll turn that on a little late. They'll get the second half. Shout out to everyone out there watching on Twitch right now. Not totally into Major League Baseball. Hey, but playoffs for any sport are always intense. Playoffs for any sport are always intense. Let's see. Okay, I think that's it. That's all I got right now. Guys, if y'all are looking to sign up for Underdog, if you guys are looking to get a little extra push or a little extra bonus cash, I got y'all covered here. My Vault Sports. Let's go ahead and log into my Vault Sports, and I will share this with you guys. If you're looking to get a little extra bonus cash on any of those betting platforms, I've got multiple betting platforms that you can choose from here. Bill Adams saying it's all about pitching. All right, guys, if you guys like what we do out here on Football Nation, we also do the same. All right, guys. Hey-o. Got it. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Sorry, guys. I forgot to have the, that's on me. That's on me. Here's what happened. But you can hear me on the other one. Bizarre. That's bizarre. Okay, guys. Doesn't matter. Let's get back to the action. Okay, halftime is over, y'all. Let's go ahead and reset this. We're going into the third quarter. Looks like the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are going to be kicking off and sending this one back to the Philadelphia Eagles. Reset, reset, reset. 1st and 10 now coming up. That's so wild. It is tied to the scene, Lazarus. Whatever that baseball scene, it should be the same because I do have, I do still have, well, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Point being is that we've got all those slides available for you guys if you want to watch baseball, and I'll make sure that the audio is good when we go live. Saquon Barkley touchdown says miss. Is that Mr. or Mrs. M.R.S. Sikla? Here we go, guys. Here's the kickoff. The Eagles bring it back. The 15, the 20, the 25, the 30, down at about the 33-yard line. Looks like Shipley going to bring it out to the 33. 1st and 10 coming up for Philly now. Tiffany Harden, what's going on? Welcome back, Dusty Attic. G Black saying you can't hear me. Sound check, mic check, 1, 2. Can you hear me now? Good. Can you hear me now? Good. J-Dog checking in right now. What up? Marva saying, OMG, gosh, love. Here we go, guys. Philadelphia Eagles with the football now. G Black saying, sir, we sure can. Here we go. 14:56 left to go in the third quarter as we're starting the second half here. Looks like a single back formation. Motion on the field. The snap and the handoff to Saquon. Saquon wrapped up immediately. This will be a loss of a couple of yards. It brings up a second down and 13. 14:49 left to go. The clock will start ticking, and this will get going. I didn't know that this was a Verizon commercial. Thank you, Joshua Kim, for checking in. Looks like T-Fish is with us right now. Behringer fan saying, hearing you just fine. Guys, I am drawing the Spectre for Crisis on if gas, Spidey? What? My goodness. All right, y'all. Football is on. I'm going to step away from the chats. We got second down and 13 coming up from the 29-yard line. A shotgun formation. Jahan Dotson on the move. The four-man rush coming in. Jalen Hurts in trouble. Jalen Hurts gets wrapped up, and it looks like Vita Vea is going to bag him for a 9-yard loss. This brings up a third down and 22. Huge bag there defensively by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I was waiting for when Vita Vea was actually going to get to the quarterback. Great job to shed the tackle there, pushing through that line. Lane Johnson couldn't hold up. Hall almost got there, but the tackle was finally made by Vita Vea. Third down and 22 to the football, to the Philadelphia Eagles 20. Eagles with the ball on their own 20-yard line. The Buccaneers in the locker room saying, is 24 points going to be enough to beat us today? Third down and 22, a handoff to Saquon Barkley. This run, a bounce off the line, and Barkley gets wrapped up for a gain of 3. Another stop for Hassan Reddick. Another stop for Hassan Reddick. How many tackles is that for Reddick today? Pirates defense showing up, Bucs, says Casey. Hello, Val. What's going on, Val? Patriot Party. John in the house. Everyone from Texas, appreciate you guys. We got the Cowboys playing tonight. 13 left to go, y'all. 13 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Here's Mr. Man to punt this one back to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Looks like that last carry was A.J. Dillon, not Saquon Barkley. Here is the boot, guys. On fourth down and forever, here is the return from the 15 out to the 20, cuts inside the 25, still on his feet at the 30, still on his feet at the 40, still going at the 50, stays on his feet, goes out to the 40 across midfield, and that is a monster return, a much-needed one for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and they will start this drive on the Philadelphia Eagles 40-yard line. First down. Look at that return at the bottom of the screen. That was the punt that went woo! And then the return back. What a crazy, weird punt, not going to lie, says Shai Thomas. I don't see a flag on the play. I could be wrong here. There is no foul on the play. It is 1st and 10, Tampa Bay at the Philadelphia 40. There is a chance here if they can get a quick touchdown. This does make it a two-possession game. A quick touchdown would make it a two-possession game. All right, guys, the score, 24-6. A touchdown here would make it 13. It would make it an 11-point game. That's a good one. 9-point game? Anyways, Marva, thank you. I'm not wearing my tie clip today, and I wonder if Santino took that tie clip on accident. I got another one somewhere, and I'm going to be changing my tie in between this game and the next one, but doesn't matter. We go back to a commercial break, ladies and gentlemen. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers going to start their drive here. Tampa Bay Buccaneers going to start their drive here at the Philadelphia 40. All right, y'all. I know I talk a lot. My main goal is just to make sure that you guys are engaged on this side with me. Shout out to those of you who are watching this live stream. It is Sunday. One of my favorite things to ask is, what do you do for a living? Now, you don't have to answer, guys. I've done this once before, and someone got offended that I asked what they do. You don't have to answer if you don't want to. But if you actually want to participate with the chat, this is what I do for a living. I'm a YouTuber. I'm a content creator. This is literally how I pay the mortgage right now. It's all I know, It's all we do. I used to be a bartender for a long time. We hung up the bar key for the microphone, and we are live right now. Shout out to you guys. You're supposed to talk a lot, says Behringer fan. MDK saying, don't stop. Giggity. Okay, the grass is off limits. Drills water wells. That's awesome, man. Austin sells car warranties. Giovanni is a barber. Dude, maybe you can chop me up because my hair's starting to get insane here. Retired and watch TV all day. Let's go, Robert. Single-handedly keeping this channel afloat. I do safety inspections on bridges, says Lazarus. Okay, good. Maybe you could do some around here, around San Antonio. Our infrastructure starting to collapse, bro. Lazarus, thanks for what you do. A chef and a manager, says Tanaka Torres. What's up, Tanaka Torres? Looks like Ellen is an accountant. Okay. Let's see. DMZ saying Bentley after sales manager. Nice, dude. Beamer, Benz, and Bentley. Let's go. I woke up in a new Bugatti. All right, y'all. I asked the question too soon. Let's step away from this. Thank you for answering in the chat, guys. We got a 1st and 10 coming up for Tampa Bay at the 40-yard line. Here's the snap and the handoff. Bucky Irving tries to find the corner. He will pick up about 2 yards on the play. It brings up a 2nd down and 8 and gets the clock ticking here. I'm a sixth grader on honor roll. Let's go, Spidey. Shout out to Gerald, who's retired. Donkey the plumber, love it. Professional installer, says Dustin Martin. Pringle, a train operator. Looks like Jay is a parole officer. Albert, writer, musician. Psilocybin mushroom farmer. Rock and roll, bro. Hey, let me just slide you my number here real quick, Albert. Thanks, brother. Hit you up, man. 11 minutes and 55 seconds left to go here from the 40. And we got a parole officer in the chat as well. The windup and the throw, the catch made by Emeka Egbuka on 2nd down and 8. It'll be a 5-yard pickup. It brings up a 3rd down and 3. Careful out there, bro. Careful out there, Albert. We got Jay checking in as a parole officer. Gonna get you in trouble. Charles Moore saying BRB. Charles Moore, we will be here when you get back, sir. The clock is ticking. 11 minutes and 26 seconds left to go. Going to get it all caught up right now. 3rd down and 3. We know that McLaughlin has a leg now. I didn't think he had enough in him, but he did to knock down that 65-yarder in the first half to end the first half. Baker Mayfield running out of time on 3rd down and 3. He takes the snap. He looks left, and he throws to Egbuka. Egbuka blown up immediately. That pass incomplete. 4th down and 3 coming up with 11:02 left to go, and the offense stays out there, guys. 4th down and 3 from the Philly 33. Go for it or nah. Go for it or not. Anthony saying Pokemon degenerate. Hey, man. I choose you, bro. I choose you, bro. Not a dry eye in the house when Pikachu was crying over Ash when he was turned to stone, man. Not a dry eye in the house. Here we go. 4th down and 3. They are going for it. Play clock down to 3. Baker waits for the snap. Play clock down to 1. There it is. 4-man rush coming in. Baker needs to make a decision. Baker's on the run. He will wind up and throw to the sideline. No flag on the play. And they were looking for it. Ringo all over Sterling Shepard. The pass was incomplete, and this will be a turnover on downs. It is Eagles' 1st down. 1st and 10 for the Philadelphia Eagles. The pass incomplete. Baker getting checked by Makuba. Baker having a bad day right now for sure. Okay. Rachel, thank you very much. I see that comment out there saying this host is amazing. LOL. We just like to have fun at work. Guys, if y'all have questions, football questions, now is the time to bring them up. We are in the middle of a commercial break right here. Let's take a quick look. Let's see. I'm making a Star Wars movie right now while typing the script. Let's go, Spidey. Do y'all think that Mayfield will rush? I have him for 10-plus yards, says Uno Juju. You know what, Uno Juju? I actually don't hate that bet right there. I do think that Baker Mayfield can pick up 10 rushing yards today. He almost picked him up right there. Bridging the gap, me too, for 20 years, says Leo Labala. Leo Bala. What up, Leo? In the business, says Albert. That's it, man. That's what we do. Can Mayfield just give me 20 rushing yards? He's going to ruin my parlay, says Giovanni. How much you got on the line, Giovanni? If you guys are betting on your parlays, what are you betting on? what are your bets for today? Let's find out. What are your bets for today? Mia, I'm so glad that you're here. I'm here for you, Mia. Thanks for checking in. Reading some comments right now. Reading some comments. I love Baker Mayfield. He's so fun to watch, but I love my birds more. This is a fun broadcast. Alex Jensen, cheers to you. Thank you for checking in. Here's a high five. Let's go. We got Cole saying that my internet is so poop. John saying the over. Looks like John is taking the over right now. Looks like Van is taking the Eagles to win on this one. Shy Thomas with their bet saying Jalen Hurts parlay over 120 total yards. El Gato Manny asking, is Devontae Adams playing today? D. Adams. Devontae Adams is not on either of these two teams, so I'm not quite sure. Go Ballpark Franks, says Tanya. Baker for one passing touchdown, says Mr. Buy the Dip. Love it, bro. Buy that dip, dip, dippity dip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. I put my hands up on my hip. Right? Isn't that the line? I don't know. Baker over on one passing touchdown and Dart over on one passing touchdown. Well, Dart's got the rushing touchdown. Passing touchdown yet to be seen. Guys, here are the scores across the NFL at the bottom of the screen one more time if you're interested in what's going on in all the other games. Cleveland Browns down 7-20. I'm going to leave this up for just a second, guys. We have a 1st and 10 on the TV screen right now with Eagles having the football. This is a designed quarterback run. Jalen Hurts will give himself up after picking up about 7 yards. It brings up a 2nd down and 3. So 2nd down and 3 now coming up for the Philadelphia Eagles with 10:35 left to go. I'm just leaving this up at the bottom of the screen so you guys can see what's going on. LA Chargers, New York Giants. It's a close game there. 13-10. New York Giants have the lead. Buffalo Bills and New Orleans Saints. Buffalo 14, New Orleans with 10. Philadelphia Eagles up 24-6 over the Buccaneers. You can see that scoreboard above my head. We've got Washington versus the Atlanta Falcons right now, and Washington getting beat up by the Atlanta Falcons. Falcons trying to get some redemption. Houston, I don't know what's going on. Houston, we have a problem. Commercial break once again. Let me stop the clock. Okay, guys, injury on the field for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Only one play on this particular drive. The score is 24-6. Baker and company tried to go for it on 4th down. They could not convert. It was a turnover on downs. Then we had a 1st and 10 that came up from the Philadelphia 34-yard line after the turnover on downs. And then the first play after that turnover was a Jalen Hurts scramble to the left-hand side. He picked up 7 yards, and there was an injury on the play. That injury has taken us back to a commercial break, and when we get back from the commercial break, it will be 2nd down and 3 from the Philadelphia 41-yard line. Philadelphia with the football. Capiche? Everybody clear? Sweet. Okay. So those are the numbers across the NFL right now. That is where we are in this game. Next few games for Tampa Bay we talked about. Let's take a look at the Eagles' schedule coming up right now. Both these teams are going to get a bye week in Week 9, both the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Philadelphia Eagles. But the immediate next game after today, y'all, Philadelphia has a game that they will be hosting in Philly against the Broncos. This will be a midday game. Then, for you Giants fans watching this game right now, I will be live Thursday Night Football in Week 6 for the Eagles at New York Giants. Still in a commercial break, guys. Still in a commercial break. Week 7, Sunday, football game. Eagles, Vikings. Maybe Santino would like to cover that game. We'll see if the Cowboys play in this slot right there. I don't quite know. I actually think that they do play at 12 o'clock, so we'll probably cover the Cowboys game. I think that's the Cowboys versus the Panthers game, which we need to get back on schedule. And then, of course, Week 8, Sunday football against the Giants again, and then a bye week for Philadelphia. On the other side, we look at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Buccaneers have a game against the Seahawks. This is next week, guys, Week 5. Buccaneers against the NFC West, back-to-back weeks. You've got at Seahawks, then at Tampa Bay versus the 49ers. A Monday Night Football matchup, Buccaneers and Lions for Week 7. Week 8, Buccaneers at Saints for an NFC South divisional matchup, bye week in Week 9. Back to the action, second down and 3, like I mentioned before, from the 40. Here's the snap, dropping back. Jalen Hurts on second down, airs it out, deep shot downfield, overthrown. Pass is incomplete. This one intended for A.J. Brown, just sailing over his head and sailing past the sideline. Third down and 3 coming up. We are at the Philadelphia 40, 41, somewhere in between. I'm guessing Cowboys game later. You know it, Marva. I will be covering the Ravens and Chiefs immediately after this game, and then I'll be covering my Dallas Cowboys to cap the night. Cowboys over. Cowboys cover and win tonight in the upset, says Pringle. Bro, don't get my hopes up. Henry, thank you very much. 10 minutes and 14 seconds on third down and 3. The windup and the throw. This one behind the intended receiver, running back Will Shipley. That pass incomplete, and it brings up a fourth down. Talk about not what you want. They took over in great field position, guys. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers squandered their opportunity. They had a fourth down and 3. They could not convert. The Eagles coming out from that fourth down and 3 conversion, the conversion on downs, a quick 3 and out. It didn't feel quick because we had the injury in between those 3 plays, but here are the Eagles punting back to the Buccaneers with plenty of time left here in the third quarter. Buccaneers not out just yet, guys. Here is the boot. This one, a high-hanging kick. It looks like they're going to signal this. A don't touch. It goes out of bounds at about the 23-yard line. First and 10, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers get the football now. Both teams 3-3. Someone going to lose today. In case you're curious, in case you want to know what the actual stats are for the day, guys, I have all of your stats for your favorite players, at least the top-performing players, on the right-hand side of your screens. And if you look at the bottom of the screen, you will always know A, who has possession, and B, where the football is on the field at all times. Want to make sure that you guys get all the data and then some. 10 minutes left to go here in the third quarter. We've got a pistol formation, and in the gun, we've got Baker directing traffic. Chris Godwin goes to the right side, and Baker wheels out towards that side. He's looking for Godwin, changes his mind, throws it downfield. It's caught, and Emeka Egbuka, the 30, the 20, the 10. He will walk it in. He stops at the 1-yard line and literally walks backwards into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Let's go. What a play there. Baker Mayfield with a monster play from the Tampa Bay 23. That's a 77-yard touchdown throw, threading the needle. Baker throwing the football across midfield, across his body. Reed Blankenship flying across the air about an inch short from batting that pass down. Emeka Egbuka with a big catch here. All of a sudden, Eagles fans starting to get a little bit nervous. Good play there. Baker Mayfield doing Baker Mayfield things. The extra point attempt is up, and it is good. And we've got an 11-point game now. All of a sudden, doesn't seem so far out of reach here. Wow, what a throw. What a catch from Emeka Egbuka in double coverage. Oh, man, they're showing everyone hanging their head on the Eagles side of things. And Baker, way to improvise. Emeka Egbuka, probably the steal of the draft right now. Bill Adams, thank you very much for checking in. What a play. So this takes us to a quick commercial break with 9:51 left to go. Let's add a little bit of time back on the clock. We'll have a 1st and 10, and when we get back, it's going to be a change of possession. It'll be the Eagles football. What a play. Let Baker cook, says Henry. Welcome to first down, J-Rock 825. Let's go. I think we only need like 3 more channel members so that we can get more emojis. YouTube actually limits you to how many emojis you can have based off of the number of, literally based off of the number of channel members that you've got going on. All right, Baker, wow, says Brian Guzman. Looks like over 1,000 votes on this one. Who will win, Eagles or Bucs? Still 75% of the crowd leaning towards the Philadelphia Eagles. Let's see. How many people do we have watching this live stream right now? Let's get into our analytics. I don't normally like to look at this. We're going to take a quick glance right now. Over 2,000 people kicking it with us right now. Be sure to smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Be sure to smash that like button. If you have not already done so, that is obviously if you have. No need to fret. YouTube sounds petty, says Steve Zeke. Yeah, maybe a little bit. Yeah, maybe a little bit. I love both teams, but I'm from Florida, so my Bucs will win or lose. Going with the Bucs, says Silverio Vega. I see you, Silverio. Emoji jail. You go straight to jail right away. Straight to jail right away. Marva saying, awesome. Baker is cooking indeed right now. But playing with fire. Honestly, he is playing with fire. That throw was a sketchy throw. It was almost intercepted there. Van Lloyd saying that the Cowboys will beat the Packers. We'll see. We will see. I'm here, but I've been watching for 2 years, says J-Rock. Thank you, J-Rock, and thank you for becoming a channel member. Thank you for becoming a channel member, J-Rock. After 2 years, bro, glad to have you on board, homie. Okay, a 77-yard touchdown catch, guys. That's the second longest catch by a rookie in team history, according to my TV screen. So, Tampa Bay Buccaneers about to punt this one off or kick this one off over to the Philadelphia Eagles. There is the kickoff, and Philly will get the football here. Here is the return. Out to the 10, the 15, the 20, cutting back the 25, the 30, the 35, down at about the 40. 1st and 10 for Philadelphia at the 40-yard line. A good kickoff return here. Good kickoff return here out to the 40-yard line. Renounce the Cowboys and become a Dallas hater, says Tom Fisher. Oh, no. Oh, no, sir. Oh, no. If anything, I'm going to stay a Dallas Cowboys fan just because it irks so many people. Almost don't exist, says Eduardo. Almost doesn't exist. Close only counts in horseshoes. Close only counts in horseshoes. 9 minutes and 44 seconds left to go. Philadelphia Eagles with the football at the 40-yard line. A pistol formation here waiting for the snap. Jalen Hurts waits. He takes, he drops, and he has a 5-man rush coming in, looking right, throwing right. This one almost caught by Grant Calcaterra, also almost picked off there by the defense. This brings up a 2nd down and 10. They're showing a highlight here. Looks like another touchdown, and Kyle Pitts will spike the football. Touchdown on the Atlanta Falcons side of things. Falcons starting to run away with that game over Washington. Washington, a bunch of phonies. Can the Dallas Cowboys get in? If they win this game against Green Bay, maybe. Doubt it, though. Here we go. Thank you, Brian Guzman, for that super chat out there. Brian Guzman dropping the poop. Here we go. Shotgun formation on 2nd down and 10. 9:39 left to go. Here's the snap and a designed quarterback run. Going. Ooh, going to take a hit right there. Flag comes in late. Jalen Hurts down on the ground. They're going to say that Jalen Hurts gave himself up and that the hit came in late. I don't think so. If this is hitting the quarterback, oh, come on, man. A late flag right there. There is no foul on the play. Good job by the officials there. This does bring up a 2nd down. Hit the quarterback in the shoulder, not in the head area. Good call by the officials there. Way to pull that flag back. So they wave off the flag here. No need for that. The officials wave this one off. 9 minutes and 21 seconds left to go. 9:21 left to go. It brings up a 2nd down. 2nd down becomes 3rd down. 3rd down and 8 coming up from the 42-yard line. Philadelphia with the football at the 42. Waiting for the snap. Jalen Hurts with Saquon to his left against the 4-man rush. Jalen in trouble. He has to scramble, and Jalen will get brought down. Another big stop here by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense. 8:51 left to go, and Tampa Bay answers back in a big way. It brings up a 4th down and 17 as Jalen Hurts loses 9 yards on that sack, courtesy of Vita Vea again. That's the 2nd sack on the day for Mr. Vea. We're going to get a punt here. Here is the punt team for the Philadelphia Eagles. with 8 minutes and 25 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Another chance for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's the snap. Here is the boot. This one going back. It will be returned from the 4-yard line to the 10. The 15 out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. 1st and 10 coming up now. Okay, 1st and 10 coming up now with 8 minutes and 11 seconds left to go. Another sack, says Albert. Oh, yeah, bro. Another sack. Go for it or gnaw, says Gopher. I see what you did there. Or gnaw with the K. Isn't it with the G? Isn't it G-N-A-W? I don't know, Steve, but I like where you're going with that. Okay. Julie saying, divorce isn't funny, but your comment was funny as heck. What did I miss out in the chat? Ladies and gentlemen, thank you, Mr. Gregory. Welcome to Touchdown. Fist bumps to Mr. Gregory. Welcome. All right, y'all, from the 17-yard line, we have a single back formation. Motion, snap, handoff, left-hand side. Bucky Irving brings this one out from the 17 to the 22. Call that a 5-yard gain. 2nd down and 5 coming up. Clock will tick with 8 minutes left to go. 8 minutes left to go. 2nd down and 5. Ronit checking in. Curtis dropping it right now. Steve saying, damn, you got me. And he spelled, you're doing it again, Steve. You're doing it again. Here we go. 4 minutes and 20 seconds. 7 minutes and 40 seconds left to go. 7 minutes and 40 seconds left to go in the third quarter. A pistol formation. Baker Mayfield 5 yards behind his center. Running back 5 yards behind him. Here's the snap and the handoff. Looks like it's going to be Bucky Irving on the left-hand side trying to drag an Eagles player along with him. He'll pick up 3 yards. It brings up a 3rd down and 2. 3rd down and 2 on a 3-yard gain. Thank you, Mr. Samora, for cleaning up those people. Are they calling this a fumble? Wait a second. I think they're calling this a fumble. Let's watch it one more time. Is he down? He's down by contact. Maybe. He should be down by contact. I don't think that's a fumble here. I don't think that's a fumble. They're trying to call it a fumble. The shin is definitely down. I don't know that that's a fumble. The Eagles are saying they recovered it. The clock is going to stop right here, guys. We are going to watch this in review for just a moment. Bucky Irving, is he down right there? The wrist is down, but not the forearm. The shin also seems to be down at that point. Let's see what the officials are going to call it here. All right, y'all, so really quick just to break down what happened. Bucky Irving only picked up 2 yards on that play. He goes down. The football pops out, and the officials are going to review this to see if it's an actual forced fumble or if this will remain Buccaneers football. 7:16 left to go. This play is under review right now. The officials might take some time. This is a close call, guys. A margin by maybe a couple of inches or millimeters even. This is going to be tough. That shin was down right there. You could argue that the shin was down. Or they could argue that this is going to be a turnover. So here's the play. The shin is down right there. But they're going to rule this one. I think they're calling it Eagles football, guys. I think the official is going to say the call on the field stands. It is ruled a fumble and a turnover after review. The ruling on the field stands. 1st down, Philadelphia. Oh, my goodness. And just like that, the Eagles get the football back on the Tampa Bay 25. Wow, a turnover on downs, and guess what? A 1st down, Philadelphia. 1st down for the Eagles. Austin saying that is a wrap. It's the first turnover this season for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The first turnover this season for Tampa Bay. 1st and 10 coming up for the Eagles at the Tampa Bay 25. Here we go. 1st and 10, pistol formation. Looks like Saquon Barkley a few yards behind Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts standing at the 30. This play from the 25. The snap, the handoff, right-hand side. Looks like a 1.5 yard pickup right there on 1st and 10. Gets the clock ticking. 2nd down coming up. Thank you, Michelle Kelly, for that super chat. I see that fist bump. Michelle Kelly wanted the fist bump. I got you. And that's her first super chat ever on a live stream. Thank you. Thank you very much. Let's celebrate. Celebrate. Thank you very much, Michelle Kelly. Cheers to you. Sally saying, Mario, you sound too happy. I'm always happy. It's a superpower. 2nd down and 10 coming up. Here's the snap and the handoff. This time a run around the right-hand side. Saquon Barkley takes it to the 20-yard line. This becomes a 3rd down and 5. 3rd down and 5, and it puts us inside the red zone. Look, man, there's not a lot of things that you can control in life, but your mood and your outlook, you can. I choose to have a positive outlook on life, and that is why I'm always smiling on this live stream. Whether my team is winning or losing, it doesn't matter, because none of it matters, man. We're just here to have some fun and pass the time and forget the fact that we have to work and forget the fact that we have to pay bills and live lives, and you know, it's just a break from reality right now. That's what football is all about. 3rd down and 5 from the red zone at the 20-yard line. Jalen Hurts on 3rd down will scramble. Jalen Hurts will fumble the football forward. They're going to call this enough or not enough. Thanks, gorgeous. It looks like they're going to say this is enough for the 1st down. 1st down, Philadelphia. 1st and 10 coming up. Is Jalen Hurts injured? No, he definitely crossed there, though. Jalen Hurts is on the field. BB4L, Maine, checking in. What is going on in Buffalo, says Sikla. Good question. Here we go. 1st and 10 coming up. Shotgun formation. Waiting for the snap. Jalen Hurts with Saquon to his left from the 15-yard line. Saquon will get the carry. Saquon will take it to about the 12. That's a 3-yard pickup. 2nd down and 7 coming up. Woo. Give me 1 second, guys. I got my wife right here. Yeah, I'll have a small break. It is.
Hello.
2nd down and 7 coming up right now from the 12-yard line. Empty backfield here for Jalen Hurts. Man on the move is Saquon Barkley. A.J. Brown by himself at the top of the screen. It's going to be a designed quarterback run, and he will go forward, giving himself up just shy of the 1st down. It brings up a 3rd down and 1. I wonder what play the Philadelphia Eagles are going to draw up on a 3rd down and 1. Courtney says, hi, wifey. No smooching on the job, says Wade Tuckness. All right, fair. She rolled her eyes. Sorry, Wade. That's so funny. Okay, guys, this could be an issue for me, says MDK416. Does she actually like football? I'll put it this way. The cheesehead that floats around here is hers, not mine. Does she actually like football? She's just going to hand me this right now. This is her cheesehead. She's a Green Bay Packers fan. We've got a game tonight. She's going to be rooting for Green Bay. I'm going to be rooting for my Dallas Cowboys. Okay, guys, here we go. Looks like a 3rd down. It could have been coffee, maybe beer. I'm sorry. Could wipe that off.
No, it's so thin and sponge.
We can get it cleaned up. 4 minutes and 12 seconds left to go. 4:12.
He spilled on my cheese head.
I sure did. I sure did. All right, guys. Head to head, says Courtney. Head to head. All right. I'm going to step away from the comments right now, guys. I'm going to focus on the play calling right here. We have a 3rd down and 1. This is from the 6-yard line. This looks like a quarterback sneak. Here is the snap. It's not a sneak. It's a handoff to Saquon Barkley, and he will trot that one into the end zone. Touchdown, Saquon Barkley. And they made everybody believe that they were about to do a tush push. Instead, it's a handoff to Saquon, and he bounces around the left side of this formation. Boy, they stacked the box, and it was just too easy there for Saquon Barkley. Too easy for Saquon, guys. That is going to be a touchdown here. And the Eagles go up 30-13. Here comes the extra point attempt. There's the kick. The kick is up. The kick is good. And the score is now 31-13. We have a palindrome score. 3-1-1-3. You can see that out there. Is the cheesehead made from Limburger? Asked Steve. Actually, so fun story here. My wife is a Green Bay Packers fan, as I mentioned here. We went to Wisconsin for a family reunion. She's from Wisconsin. We actually went to Lambeau Field. I actually proposed to my wife at Lambeau Field, and we ended up picking up some souvenirs on the way out. Cheesehead. So, yeah. Tampa Bay. Who says Callie is live? What up, Callie? Nikki Sikla checking in right now. What up, Nikki? Okay, so now we got a name for Nikki. What up, Nikki? Val and a Crazy Good Life checked into the chat. Cowboys all day, says Adam Garcia. Let's see. The Bird fans are not worried, not at the least, says Ellen. Glad you're on today, says Brandon Clay. I'm live, Brandon. I'm here for you, homie. New score prediction. I'm predicting 34-16. Let's see. Magnifico 88 saying, what's up? What's up? Magnifico 88. What is up, Aaron Alberg? I see Aaron in the house. I see Chef on the Fly in the house. Sir David Walker checking in. Durand Thomas. It's Williams YouTube. What up, guys? Here is the kickoff. The Eagles sending this football back to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The 15, the 20, the 25. Down at about the 27, maybe the 28. There's a flag on the play. Let's find out what this flag is. I'll get everything reset here in just a moment. Tampa Bay Buccaneers looking for an answer. They're going to need one, and they're going to need one quick here. I think it's going to be a holding. Holding number 82 on the receiving team. This will be a 10-yard penalty. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers will start this drive at the 14. So Tampa Bay going to start this drive at the 14 here. Tampa Bay with the football. Tampa Bay at the 14. 3 minutes and 42 seconds left to go. We got 2 more games, guys. 2 more games coming up. I'm going to loosen up the tie. Starting to feel a little tight up here. Starting to feel a little tight up here. That's good. Okay. Bad day for Baker, guys. 14 of 25 today for Baker Mayfield. Let's see if he can improve on this. Pistol formation from the 14-yard line. Baker takes the snap. He fakes the handoff, and Baker in the pocket will deliver a beautiful pass. Chris Godwin didn't even turn around for it. The pass is incomplete. It brings up a 2nd down and 10. With 3 minutes and 42 seconds left to go, it does stop the clock. 3:42, it stops the clock. Let's see if they can convert. This game is so long, says Courtney. Honestly, this game is kind of taking forever. 4th quarter almost over, and the fact that this game isn't even, 3rd quarter almost over. The fact that this game isn't even in the 4th quarter yet makes me feel like we're probably going to miss the start of the 3:25 game, which doesn't bode well for viewership, but hey, here's the snap, guys, dropping back, looking left, throwing left. Catch is made on the left-hand side, and that looks like it's good enough for a 1st down. Rachaad White makes the catch on 2nd and 10. This will bring up 1st down. 1st down, Tampa Bay. Looks like 3:30 left to go. Godwin is washed up, says Devil May Cry. Disrespected Baker's pass, says Sally. They will go very limited commercials in the 4th quarter, says Chef on the Fly. I hope so, Chef. I hope so. All right, guys, single back formation. We've got trips on the right and now motion from Cade Otton. It's going to be a handoff to Rachaad White. Rachaad White going forward. He will get to about, let's call that the 28-yard line is where the officials are going to mark it. It brings up a 2nd down and 6 after a 4-yard pickup. 2nd down and 6 to the Tampa Bay 28. The clock is ticking with 3 minutes left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Each quarter is 15 minutes times 4 quarters equals 1 hour plus commercial, says Charles Moore. Plus injury timeouts, plus regular timeouts, plus, which I got to add the timeouts here. Both teams have all 3 timeouts, and the score is 31. Don't know how that changed. All right, guys, 2nd down and 6, 31-13. Baker Mayfield takes the snap. Baker drops. Baker with a clean pocket has to start moving. Time running out. He will wind up and throw a deep shot downfield. The catch is made. He is gone. Bucky Irving, the 20, the 10, the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. And just like that, the Buccaneers score again. Wow. They haven't even gotten inside the red zone, and they don't need to. They're scoring from miles away, guys. Scoring from miles away. This time from the 27, it's a 73-yard touchdown pass. Baker Mayfield improvising again. So touchdown Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The score is 19-31. And the Buccaneers not giving up, man. The Buccaneers not giving up. It's 19-31. 2:10 left to go in the third quarter. The extra point attempt is up. The extra point attempt is good, ladies and gentlemen. We got 31-20. Okay, action happening right now. This is a game, folks. This is a game. Let's see. DeVonta Smith needs more than 49 receiving yards. I see you, AJ. Tampa Bay Buccaneers, says Gad. Tom Fisher, thank you very much. Can you sing too? I could sing a little bit, Tom. I'm just kidding. My nephew played for Cowboys for a smidgen. Love it, Marva. Shake and bake, says Susan Bessio. Honestly, great job by Baker Mayfield, and even better job by Bucky Irving, understanding that he had a vertical route on the play and giving Baker an outlet. Giving Baker an outlet on the play. All the credit, not even to Baker Mayfield. A little credit to Baker Mayfield to extend that play, but all the credit to Bucky Irving for staying engaged on the play and then running a vertical route with Baker running out of time. Great play there. I love that play for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Why not the 2-point conversion, he says, to make this a 10-point game? Maybe not yet. If they don't need to go for it, it is a passing touchdown, Curtis. It was a passing touchdown on the left-hand side, a 73-yard touchdown there for Baker Mayfield. Now I'm starting to wish that I had put him in my fantasy lineup. 21 points today for Baker. Plenty of time left to go here, too. Crazy playing. 38-30. Kyle updating his predictions. My apologies for that. Here's the kickoff, y'all, and here's the return. The 5, the 10, the 15, the 20, the 25, the 30, down at the 35-yard line with 2:06 left to go in the third quarter. Okay. Both teams 3-3. Both teams scoring on their drives. The Buccaneers looking for a 3-and-out. The Philadelphia Eagles looking to score a touchdown here. We got plenty of time left in this football game. Baker Mayfield doing everything that he can to keep his team in this one. The defense needs to show up. Easier said than done versus this Philadelphia Eagles team. Philadelphia Eagles have the football at the 35-yard line. Fresh new set of downs, change of possessions. 1st and 10. Eagles at the 35. Motion on the field from DeVonta Smith. The snap and the handoff to Saquon. He's going to lose 2 yards on the play. Saquon looked like molasses, and he is slow to get up. Uh-oh. Saquon got wrapped up. Saquon still on one knee. He gets up, and he is going to go. Looks like he might be okay. It's football. It's going to hurt. If it doesn't hurt, you ain't doing it right. Saquon stretching out those legs right now. The camera focused on him. Here's the play one more time. He tried to cut back. He had that left ankle wrapped up pretty tight there. So that left ankle wrapped up for Saquon Barkley. He looks like he's trying to looks like he's doing this to try to shake it out. 1:24 left to go. 2nd down and 11. Here's the snap and a handoff to Saquon. Saquon will go on the right-hand side, picks up about 4 yards. It brings up a 3rd down and maybe 7 here. There's a flag on the play. Let's find out who it is. It does stop the clock with 1:16. Uh-oh. This could be illegal use of hands. I think it will be against the Buccaneers. Illegal use of hands. Defense. It is going to be a 5-yard penalty and an automatic 1st down here. 1st down for the Philadelphia Eagles. Yaya Diaby pushing up on that face mask, really getting his hands in there. Good call by the referee. That's going to be an automatic 1st down. So 1st down here for Philadelphia. Philly gets a little bailout right there. They were running into trouble. It was a 3rd down and long. An automatic 1st down here brings up a 1st and 10 from the 42. Eagles on the left hash approaching midfield out of the gun. They hand this off right-hand side. Looks like A.J. Dillon will get some work, and he will pick up 3 yards on the play. 2nd down and 7 coming up. 2nd down and 7, and this should take us close to the end of this quarter here. What's up, rock and roll Raider fan? Welcome back. Chargers playing Cardinals afternoon game. I'm actually going to be covering a different afternoon game, but we will cover that during the next commercial break. Looks like I got to speed up my clock. Looks like 24 seconds here left to go. 20 seconds here left to go in the third. An I formation dissolves a little bit. We've got an offset I here. Looks more like a wingback formation here, waiting for the snap under center. Motion on the field. The play action four-man rush comes in. Jalen Hurts shoots deep downfield. No flag on the play. Stops the clock with 3 seconds. 3rd down and 7 coming up. Don't love that play call on 2nd down and 7. It also stops the clock, so they will be forced to get one more play in the 3rd quarter, and this could end up being a 4th down depending on how this play goes. Okay, here we go. 31-20. 31-20. Shotgun formation. A.J. Dillon standing to the right. A.J. Dillon standing to the right now in the shotgun. 3 seconds left to go in the quarter. Double zeros on the play clock. It's a muffed snap. Flags coming in quickly. And he goes way back right here. Oh, my goodness. Let's see. This will end up being a fumble. I wonder what the flag is on the play. It's a fumble recovered by Saquon. It should bring up a 4th down, but let's find out what the flag is here. They're calling illegal formation on the offense. The penalty is declined, and that means 4th down and 22. 4th down and 22 to end the 3rd quarter. That means in an 11-point hole, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers will have 15 minutes to dig themselves out. They will get the football when we get back from this commercial break. So that is the break between the 3rd and the 4th quarter, guys. 4th quarter action coming up right now. 4th quarter action coming up in just a few here. Taking a quick look across the landscape. What was I looking for here? Here we go. That's what I'm looking for. Shout out to those of you hanging out with us on this live stream. I know you've got other options out there, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate you folks kicking it with us. Over 2,000 people watching this live right now. And it looks like we're doing pretty well here on the retention, approaching 60,000 views on this live stream. Considering that there are 7 other games happening at the same time, I feel pretty good about that. Feel pretty good about that. 38-23 Eagles, says Charles Moore. Let's go Philly, says Doty. Let's go Bucs, says It's Williams. YouTube. Crap birds are going down, says Gad. I see you, Gad. Sown athlete. Trying to read your name. That Anakin photo kind of threw me off there as well. Okay, guys. Commercial break. Let's bring up the images at the bottom of the screen here. These are the scores across the NFL. How about it? Cleveland Browns 10-20 against the Detroit Lions. The New York Giants up 21-18 over the LA Chargers. Good game happening there. We've got the Buffalo Bills and the New Orleans Saints. New Orleans 16-21. New Orleans down by just 5. Tampa Bay down by 11 in this game versus the Philadelphia Eagles. The Washington Commanders have 24. Atlanta has 31. And the New England Patriots beating the brakes off the Carolina Panthers right now. Houston also finally finding their rhythm. The score is 25-0 there. CJ Stroud getting his legs under him. Oh, looks like we just got a touchdown here in that first game. Is that the Browns who just scored a touchdown? No, it was the Detroit Lions. So, Detroit Lions with the touchdown. A lot of scores across the NFL, guys. Looks like another touchdown happening over here on this side. Who just scored here? That's Houston who scored that touchdown. Okay. All of that being said, let's go ahead and turn this off. Shout out to you guys. If we can get to, I don't know, we're actually creeping up on 44,000. By the end of this game, we might be able to get there. We need 115 new subscribers. 4th down and 22. Man to punt this away. Here is the snap. Here is the boot on 4th and forever. Starting the 4th quarter, we get a return. The 25-30, wrapped up at the 31. This brings up a 1st and 10 for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here we go. Okay, guys, 1st and 10 for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers coming up. Let's go. Bucs says it's Williams. What do I get the sinking feeling? The football gods are going to give us a taste of reverse major comebacks. Starting to get really worried here, folks, says Jay Cale. I see you, Jay Cale. Just subscribed, says James Morton. Let's go, James. Thank you, Brandon Clay. I appreciate you guys. Gad, I see you, bro. Let's go. Welcome to all the newbies. 14:52 left to go. Bucky Irving back in the game. 1st and 10 coming up for Tampa Bay. Shotgun formation from the 31. Baker Mayfield directing traffic here. Motion on the field. Here is the snap. Baker drops back. The blitz coming in. Baker has to let it go. Chris Godwin gets a grab here. That's a gain of 9. 2nd down and 1. Baker Mayfield had to take a hit on that one. Let's see if this is roughing the passer. There is a flag on the play. It's going to add 15 yards to the end of that, guys. And just like that, 1st and 10 from the Tampa Bay 31 becomes 1st and 10 from the Philadelphia Eagles 16. Looks like Josh Uche runs into Baker Mayfield after he let go of that pass. And I don't like that roughing the passer call at all, if I'm being honest. Low-key rooting for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Low-key rooting for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but I don't like that roughing the passer call. Resets this one. 1st and 10 across midfield. Here we go. 1st and 10 from the Philadelphia 46 after the penalties. After the penalties, across midfield at the 46, Tampa Bay with the football. Single back formation, the snap, a little handoff. It goes around the right-hand side. He gets around the corner, takes it out to the 42-yard line. Could have been a much bigger play. Instead, it's a gain of 5. 2nd down and 5 coming up for Tampa. 2nd down and 5 coming up for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here we go. Makeup call, says Anthony Gibbons. Possible. Fazzo World Entertainment saying yes with all these S's. I'm listening at work, says Gad. I got you covered, Gad. Stakes on me. Eagles win. I see you, bro. I see you, George. 2nd down and 6 coming up. I'm stepping away from the chats, guys. No more chats until this drive is done. 2nd down and 6. Here's the snap on a 4-man rush. The wind-up and the throw. Great defense there. A late flag coming in against Johnson. This could end up being illegal contact or DPI. I think it's a DPI, guys. I think this is pass interference against the Eagles. Johnson definitely wrapping up Bucky Irving and holding that 2nd arm. Good call by the ref here. You know what that means, though. Pass interference, automatic 1st down. Defensive pass interference, Philadelphia Eagles. This will be a 3-yard penalty because it is a spot foul, but it is an automatic 1st down. So we'll reset this. We'll reset that. 1st and 10 coming up for Tampa. Here we go. Crew, please no spamming out there. I don't want my moderators to have to silence you or put you in timeout for a 24-hour period. Here's the snap on the 38-yard line. The handoff to Bucky Irving. Bucky Irving picks up 10 yards on the play. There's a flag on it, though, and it looks like this will come back. It was a 1st down pickup. They're going to throw the flag on here. It's going to be against Durham. It will be a repeat of 1st down offense. Holding Tampa Bay Buccaneers, number 87, holding on the offense. So what would have been a 1st down for Bucky Irving is now negated by the holding call, and that's the right call by the officials there as well. Let's stop the clock. Repeat 1st down. It becomes 1st and 20 after the hold with 13:27 left to go. So 1st and 20. The clock will start ticking. Baker Mayfield backed up here. They are just at about midfield at the Philadelphia Eagles 48-yard line. Still in no man's land. Here is the snap. Baker airs this one out. Deep shot. Emeka Egbuka, the intended receiver there, overthrown on the play. Pass is incomplete. 2nd down and 20 coming up. They're showing this Eagles kickoff return. Eagles, Khalif Raymond, a 65-yard punt return for a touchdown. They're showing that for the Detroit Lions right now. Khalif Raymond with the score. Okay, guys. I hate the damn Bills. Closest franchise to me, says Steve. There's definitely a hold right there. Are they going to call that? Emeka Egbuka was definitely held. No call by the officials on that one. 2nd down and 20. Okay, 2nd down. Buccaneers with the football. There's the snap. Winds up and throws a rocket there. Catch made at the 41. Looks like this time it's Sterling Shepard who makes the grab. It brings up a 3rd down and 12 on the 8-yard pickup. Baker Mayfield putting some heat on that fastball. Catch made out to the 40. So 3rd down and 12. They are now back inside of field goal range. A field goal is going to be needed. So is a touchdown plus a 2-point conversion. So here comes 3rd and 12. A big 3rd down for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Almost feels like a must-have, but not just yet. Okay, Rachaad White is the running back on the play with 12:26 left to go. Baker takes the snap against the 4-man rush. He will wind up and throw. Good defense there by Reed Blankenship. He breaks up the pass with 12:20 left to go. 4th down and 12 now here. Let's see what happens. So, probably a field goal. We're probably going to get McLaughlin out here. Football at the 40-yard line, so this should be a 57-yarder. McLaughlin kicking from miles away today. Here we go. It's going to be a 58-yarder, this time from the right hash. Standing on the logo, here is McLaughlin. The snap, the hold, the kick, it's up, and this one is good. The field goal is good, and this makes it an 8-point game. Field goal, not touchdown. Field goal is good. It makes it an 8-point game, guys. 31-23. 31-23 is the score right now. So the Buccaneers, that's an interesting stat right there. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers have not been able to score inside the red zone at all today. All their scores have come from outside of the red zone. A damn good kick, says Brian. We needed it, says Fazzo. Fazzo World. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Everything's so rigged nowadays. I'm only 20 yards from closing my slip, says BB4L Main. All right. Okay. Let's take a look at this, guys. I don't know if I even had a chance to do – oh, we did do a quick head-to-head comparison. Here it is one more time, guys. The head-to-head comparison between these two quarterbacks, y'all. I'm going to let y'all look at these stats coming into today's game, but I'm going to read – the numbers for today's game while leaving this up, guys. Jalen Hurts today has completed 75% of his passes, completing 15 of 20 for 130 passing yards and 2 passing touchdowns. Meanwhile, Baker Mayfield has completed 18 of 32, about 60% right there for him. He does have 246 passing yards to add over here and 2 more passing touchdowns. Now, do what you want with that bit of information. Baker Mayfield finally coming back. He had a slow start. Percentage not looking great through the air. Jalen Hurts also leading the team in rushing yards. Jalen Hurts, you can add another 62 yards. So total yardage today for Jalen Hurts, 192. 192 total yards today for Jalen Hurts. He has 23 fantasy points. Total yardage today for Baker Mayfield, 246. He has 21 fantasy points. Rushing yards count for more than passing yards. So that's just facts. Dawn, what's going on? I see Danny Williams. I see Van Lloyd checking in, saying I'm wearing my new red Texans shirt. Not hungry now. Shaker or batter, says Rake Flyer. Shatter or batter? Oh, shatter or batter. Well, I'm guessing that either of those would probably make you very hungry, if that's the case. If your shatter or batter that you're talking about is what I'm thinking it is. All right, guys. I'm surprised that Saquon is running this ineffectively, guys. 3.7 yards per attempt for the Philadelphia Eagles on the ground. Better on the other side for the Buccaneers. Anyways, Buccaneers scored off the leg of McLaughlin, guys. He is lined up to kick off and send this over to the Philadelphia Eagles. So the Eagles about to get possession here. It's going to bring up a 1st and 10. Here's the kickoff. This going back with 12:16 left to go. This going to be muffed inside the 20-yard line, out to the 10, the 15. And the 20 going to get brought down at about the 23. So 1st and 10 coming up for Philly. Woo, here we go. Today, Houston has liftoff, says Van Lloyd. 1 point equals victory, says Bobby Graham. Shake and bake and helped, says Marva. Here we go. Ku Kai checks in. He says, I think the Eagles will lose. XO Mad saying, does Baker Mayfield ever rush? Definitely does, XO Mad. Definitely does. G Baby, thank you for checking in. Thank you very much. I do appreciate that comment. Here we go. From the 23-yard line, a shotgun formation for Philadelphia. We've got 3 receivers on the left, 1 on the right. Here is the snap as Hurts looks to the left. He will wind up and throw intended for A.J. Brown. The pass is incomplete. 12:08 left to go, and the Buccaneers can smile about that play. They know they need the football back. Not only do they need the football back, they need to score a touchdown. Not only do they need to score a touchdown, they need to get a 2-point conversion. Not only do they need to get the football back, score a touchdown, and get the 2-point conversion, they also need to hold the Philadelphia Eagles. So, a long way to go for the Buccaneers to get out of the woods here. Right now, the Eagles in control of this game. Shotgun formation motion on the field. Jahan Dotson on the move. Here is the snap, dropping back. Looks like Hurts will look that way. Pass is broken up, almost picked off. A.J. Brown double teamed. This time, nowhere to go. Parrish gets his hand in to break up that one. So 3rd down and 10. A possible 3 and out coming up. Thank you, It's Williams. Cheers to you. And in case you're wondering, we're drinking H-E-B sparkling water, lime flavored. Spidey, I have not watched that one, to answer your question. Stepping away from the comments, guys, a big 3rd down here. Eagles really need this 3rd down conversion. Eagles 3rd and 10 coming up right now. Waiting for the snap is Hurts. He looks left. He throws left. Another intended pass for A.J. Brown. Another incomplete pass for Jalen Hurts. It brings up 4th down, and it's going to be a punt. A 3 and out for the Philadelphia Eagles. I think the defender might have gotten there early. G-Baby or Babby saying, drink responsibly. Just soda water. That's what we do. So, here comes the punt from man again. There is the snap. There is the boot. This one, a high-hanging kick here. It will be returned from the 25 to the 30. The 35 to the 40. The 45 to the 50 across midfield. A big return here. The Buccaneers inside of Eagles territory. 1st down. And the Buccaneers, with a massive kickoff return there, set themselves up in great field position to tie this thing up with time left here in the 4th quarter. This game getting closer and closer, and Eagles fans are starting to sweat. Neighbors 20-yard reception, torn ACL, still more points than A.J. Brown. Did something happen to Malik Neighbors? Oh my goodness, I'm glad I don't have him in any of my fantasy leagues right now. Is eye a pirate thing? Like the patch, the eye patch? Okay. I think that the problem with the Eagles running game is a new offensive coordinator who doesn't know how to call plays. That makes the best use of his players, says Bill Adams. Good take on that, Bill Adams. Shane Sheldon saying Sooner Magic. John Rao saying not worried. Just need ATD, no 2 points. Okay, we got action, guys. Country asking, have you liked this live yet? Have you? If you are watching this live stream and I have had your attention for 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes today, guys, smash that like button. Let's pump up the likes on this live stream. I know every YouTuber all the time always says it, but how many YouTube videos do you sit there and watch for 10, 15, 20 minutes? And when you do watch those YouTube videos, do you smash that like button? If you have not already done so yet, guys, be sure to do that. It's a 1-score game, says Charles Moore. ETK laughing at lime flavor. Yeah, here it is. Look, mira. Sparkling water, unsweetened, lime. The green screen makes it so that you can see right through it, which is kind of crazy. the green screen effect. That's why I don't have any green ties to wear. Thanks, James Morton, saying this live stream is actually pretty chill. It can be, bro. It can be. Eagles defense needs to step up, says Albert. You're welcome, Val. You're very welcome. Much love. I feel the love in this chat room. Guys, I've been building Football Nation for 3 years now. It'll be 3 years in December. Santino started helping in the back end during the basketball season. He did some camera work for me earlier. But he has been all about the Football Nation mission, man. So I'm bringing on Santino as a full-time partner for this. He'll be probably covering 10% of the games here on Football Nation. He'll probably be covering 1 game every other week. I'll be doing 5 games a week right now. Get used to my buddy, man. He'll be out here from time to time helping me protect my voice for the rest of the season. Here we go, guys. 1st and 10 coming up for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's a handoff to Bucky Irving, and Irving going around the right-hand side takes this one to about the 43-yard line. This will be a 5-yard gain. 2nd down and 5 gets the clock ticking. 5-yard pickup here. Adios, AJ, says Sally. Here we go. Robert Nunez saying we're at 571. Oh, we can boost that up. Those are rookie numbers, baby. We can get over 1,000 likes on this live stream. Thank you, the dude of OV. Thank you, the dude OV. 11:15 left to go. Shotgun formation. Waiting for the snap. Baker Mayfield sends a man in motion. Here is the motion and the blitz coming in quickly. Zach Bond putting on the pressure. The throw to Chris Godwin only gets 1 foot inbounds. They're going to call this incomplete. He was out of bounds. 3rd down and 5. Chris Godwin, you got to be better than that. He made the catch, couldn't get both feet in, got pushed out. Had to get both feet in. Chris Godwin a little rusty coming back right now from injury as he's pushed out. Looks like Crew saying, I'm sorry, little buddy, I don't read chats. Don't ban me. Crew, you just, if you would have left the 1 comment, bro, I literally would have read that. But now the moderators warned you. 3rd down and 5. Here's the snap. Dropping back, looking left, throwing left. Pass incomplete. Flags coming in all over the place. And they're going to say Sterling Shepard was held up by Jahad Campbell. He definitely was. This is going to bring up a pass interference, and this will bring up an automatic 1st down here for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Sally saying, I'm in my 70s. Margarita and limes. Do it. Okay, I'm with it. 1st and 10 coming up for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers after a pass interference penalty. That is a pass interference against the Philadelphia Eagles. So 1st and 10 at the Philadelphia 37. Thank you, Alex Jensen. Plenty of time left. Going to add a little more time actually here. We've got a T formation. Baker then steps back, and a direct snap to Bucky Irving. Bucky will keep. Bucky goes up through the middle, takes it to the 30, picks up 7 yards. 2nd down and 3 after a 7-yard gain. Direct snap to Bucky Irving. Football at the Philadelphia 30. 11 minutes left to go in this football game. About 10 and a half left to go in the football game. They will need to score a touchdown, and they will need the 2-point conversion here. Okay. All right. 2nd down and 3. 30-yard line. Single back formation waiting for the snap. Baker Mayfield under center. He calls a quick audible. Looks to his left, looks to his right. Makes sure everyone hears. Here is the snap. Bucky Irving, left-hand side. It's going to be a handoff, and it's a gain of 6 on 2nd and 3 for a 1st down, Tampa Bay. Tampa takes this down to about the 23-yard line. Resets the downs, resets the chains. Let's do this. Eximus, Ice God, I see you. Messy Foe saying, let's go Philly. Michael saying, veggies and grains. Ubuntu Luminatu Casal saying, don't go for the 2, Philly 3 and out. Okay. Single back formation from the 23-yard line. Baker Mayfield again calling the audible, making sure everybody hears. Play clock down to 2. The snap and the handoff. Rachaad White tries to find the crease. We'll take this down to the 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 1, 2nd down and 9. Jalen Carter checking back in. Carter seems to be okay. The camera's focused on him. I guess he's the one who made the tackle there. It is a 2nd down and 9 from the 22. Can Tampa Bay get this one done? Charles Alford saying baked wings out here. Mayfield cooked my 6-player parlay. They all hit, and he has got no rushing yards at all, says Giovanni. Hey, anything's possible. Baker Mayfield in the shotgun, 2nd down and 9. Waits for the snap. He takes it. Pressure coming in. The blitz will wind up and throw against the blitz. Good defense by Quinion Mitchell, getting his hand in on the play. The intended receiver, Emeka Egbuka. Incomplete pass. 3rd down and 9. 3rd down. Van Lloyd has a question. Van Lloyd, shoot, my friend. Shoot, Van Lloyd. Lucinda, thanks for checking in. Ryan, thank you for checking in. Buccaneers looking for a 1st down. It is 3rd down and 9. Ubuntu saying Baker will score. Let's see if he does. The only Ubuntu I know is the Linux box system. 3rd down and 9. Waiting for the snap. There it is. A 4-man rush coming in with some aggression. The windup and the throw in between the hashes. Chris Godwin makes the catch. That's good for Buccaneers. 1st down. This moves them to the 11-yard line. Van Lloyd asking if the Cowboys will beat the Packers. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. Same annoyed Husky. Bucky is great this game, says James Morton. That catch made by Chris Godwin. Guys, 1st and 10 from the 11 here with 8 minutes left to go. 1st and 10 from the 11 with 8 minutes left to go. A shotgun formation. Looks like Bucky standing to the left in this shotgun motion on the field from Emeka Egbuka. Baker looking that way. He's under pressure. He will pump fake. He has to scramble. He has to improvise. He will throw it into the hands of the Eagles. Jahad Campbell, the interception. There's a flag on the play, but this could be a touchback and a catch here for the Eagles. Let's find out what the flag is. Oh, my goodness. They're going to call this ineligible receiver downfield against the Buccaneers. That penalty will be declined, and the Eagles will get the football back after the interception. Oh, my goodness. You know what that means. Philadelphia Eagles, 1st down. 1st down for the Philadelphia Eagles. It's going to be a Jahad Campbell pick. Oh, wow. It was swatted. It was swatted by Reed Blankenship. That could have been a touchdown to Chris Godwin. Reed Blankenship got his hand on the football to break up that pass. And Baker going to wish he had that one back. Godwin was open out there in the end zone too. Sorry, Baker. And Baker, hands on the head. He's definitely upset about that. All right, guys. Flag doesn't matter. The penalty is declined. 7 minutes and 48 seconds left to go. Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense needs to do what they need to do here. They got to get a quick 3 and out. Got to get a quick 3 and out. All right, y'all. 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line, an I formation. Under center right now. An offset I. Jalen Hurts will hand this off to Saquon Barkley. That's a good stop for the Buccaneers defense. It brings up a 2nd down and 12. A loss of 2 on the play. But the time is not on their side, and the Philadelphia Eagles are happy milking the clock for all it's worth right now. There was clearly a penalty on this one, and Sterling Shepard got wrapped up on that. They were showing that last play that was interception. The officials missing a call right there. There was a clear holding not called by the officials. But here we go. 2nd down and 12. Nothing to get upset about. 2nd down and 12 from the 18-yard line. A shotgun formation. We got 2 receivers to the right and 1 to the left. Here's the snap. Saquon gets the carry again. This time a much better and much more aggressive run. It was 2nd down and 12. He picks up 10 yards doing most of the lifting there. 3rd down and 2 now coming up for the Philadelphia Eagles. They're at the 28-yard line. A 1st down here could make things very difficult for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Buccaneers going to need to get a stop. Too many good games about to start, says Courtney. Yeah, there's a lot of good games about to start right now. A couple first downs here, and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here we go. Shotgun formation. 3 receivers to the top, 1 to the bottom. Waiting for the snap right now. Looks like another audible called. Play clock down to 1. Looking to the right, throwing to the right. Jalen Hurts. A bad throw brings up a 4th down and 2. Stopping the clock with 6:18. Bad choice of play call right there because that stops the clock. 4th and 2. Van Lloyd asking for me to check the game score for the Texans. We're not going to check it until we get to a commercial break. Right now, we still have action on the field. And it looks like the punt team is out here. Here's the punt team to send this back to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Buccaneers, a 3-and-out, which is exactly what they needed. Doty saying, go for it. NFL is my life, says David Mash. So welcome to my life. That's me, bro. Here's the snap. Here's the boot. This one for Mann will go back. It takes a bounce at about the 40. It's returned from the 20. Looks like he takes this out to about the 22-yard line. No gain there. 1st and 10 for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So 1st and 10 coming up for the Buccaneers. 6:07 left to go. Someone curious about the scores across the NFL? Let's bring those up. Across the NFL at the bottom of the screen, guys. Across the NFL at the bottom of the screen. Cleveland Browns 10-34. Browns going down today. New York Giants up 21-18 over the LA Chargers. 3 minutes left to go in that football game. You got the Buffalo Bills and the New Orleans Saints. Saints down 19-31. You got Atlanta and Washington. Atlanta up 34-27 over the Washington Commanders. Let's take a look over here. Tampa Bay 23-31. You've got the Carolina Panthers down 13-42. You've got Baker Mayfield in a pistol formation here, taking the snap, faking the handoff, will end up scrambling. Here's your pickup. He picks up about 5-6 yards on that play. Call it a gain of 5 for Baker Mayfield. 2nd down and 5 coming up. Someone needed 20 rushing yards from Baker Mayfield. Baker doing what he can. Baker thinks he went out of bounds. The clock did not stop. Looks like 5 minutes and 50 seconds left to go right now. This is all it takes to lose love. These games go Eagles, go Buccaneers. Love both NFC teams, says Robert Poole. All right, guys, here's Baker. Baker Mayfield on 2nd down and 4 after the 6-yard scramble. Waiting for the snap from the 28-yard line. There it is. Here is the handoff. Bucky Irving will get past the 30, down at about the 31. That's a 3-yard gain, and it brings up a 3rd down and 1. Ooh, the Buccaneers need this one. A 3rd down and 1. Zach Cohn asking for the pick 6. Flying Monkey Studios saying, great Bama game on Saturday. We're going to be covering the wild card rounds of the Major League Baseball playoffs, guys, for Saturday game. Saturday I will be live. I believe Wednesday I will be live as well this week covering baseball, just so y'all know. We've got a single back formation on 3rd down and 1. It's the end around to Emeka Egbuka. He needs this 1st down. He cannot get it. It is going to bring up a 4th down and 1. 4th down coming up here, and the Buccaneers get stuffed on the end around from Egbuka. They have to go for it now. They have to go for it now. 4th down. Oh, man, here we go. 4th down and 1. There is no choice. Let's see what happens. Okay, here we go. 4 minutes and 15 seconds. A must-have 4th down and 1. Looks like Rachaad White is the single back on this formation. Motion on the field from Sterling Shepard. The handoff to the single back. It's enough. It is enough. It's a 1st down, Tampa Bay. And the Buccaneers really needed that 1st down. That will keep the drive alive. Fresh new set of downs, y'all. 1975 was the last time a winless team went on the road. Beating a 3-0 team was Green Bay beating Dallas. Well, thanks for the reminder, Sikla. Was it Nikki? Was that right? Nikki, thanks for checking in. Okay. Here we go, 33-yard line. Baker takes the snap. Looking right, throwing right. Bucky Irving gets the catch. Bucky gets a block. Bucky is shake and bake. Bucky picks up 12 yards on the play. Call it a gain of 18. And another first down here for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Buccaneers working hot right now. Buccaneers looking good, guys. Fresh new set of downs again as Bucky Irving got a beautiful block by Cade Otton. Beautiful block by Cade Otton, and then a beautiful juke right there. Okay. Eagles defense looking to get recalibrated right now. Looks like the clock has stopped with 3 minutes and 18 seconds left to go. Across midfield at the 49-yard line, motion on the field. The handoff looks like a run from Rachaad White takes them to the 45. A 4-yard pickup, second down and 6. 3:09 left to go. 3:09 left to go. Second down and 6. Old school, says Charles Alford. Go Bucs, says Ben. Still 72% of this chat believes that the Philadelphia Eagles will win this one. Can Godwin get the ball one more time for my parlay, says Kyrie Mooks. What up, Kyrie? Second down and 6. 2 minutes and 40 seconds left to go. Motion again on the field. Baker takes it. Baker fakes it. Baker winds up and throws in and out of the hands of Cade Otton. The big tight end getting a target there. He was open. That'll go down as a drop. Cade Otton late. Actually, that'll go down as a bad throw from Baker Mayfield, putting it behind Cade Otton. That does also stop the clock with 2:33. There is a 2-minute warning still available here. There is a 2-minute warning still available here. Down by 8. The Buccaneers need to score, and they need to get the 2-point conversion. I got a third down and 6. Excuse me. 45-yard line. Baker Mayfield with the football. Shotgun formation. The blitz coming in. Baker has to make a decision. He scrambles. He is on the run. Baker going to break another tackle, and Baker picks up the first down using the legs. That's a 7-yard pickup. On a Baker Mayfield scramble, he has 11 yards. First down. Buccaneers. Okay, you guys need Baker Mayfield. He's got 13 yards. It says it right here on this line, far right-hand side. You need 7 more yards for your parlay to hit. I'm rooting for you, bro. Here we go. First and 10, 38-yard line. Here is the snap, and Baker flags coming in from the 38. False start on first and 10 after the Baker pickup. Flags, false start, Buccaneers. That'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Okay, it moves them back 5. It brings up a second down and first and 15 to the Philadelphia Eagles 43-yard line, and we are at the 2-minute warning. This will be the final possession here for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in regular time. They are running out of time. They need to score, and they need that 2-point conversion. Let's see if it happens here today. What up, Not JT, saying chilly, chilly Sunday. Definitely not in San Antonio. It's still like 90 degrees down here, bro. 2:01 is what I see on my TV screen, so I guess maybe not the 2-minute warning. A tale of two halves, LOL. Oh, it's tough to be a Buccaneers fan. It can be, Ben. It can be. Here we go. First and 15. From the 43-yard line, here is the snap and the handoff. Looks like it's going to be Bucky Irving stepping over a couple of players, picking up 3 yards. It's a second down and 12 after a 3-yard pickup. Clock is going to stop. Timeout going to have to be called with 1:56 left to go. Actually, no timeout. This will be the 2-minute warning. Okay, so we go to a 2-minute break. Can the gamble gods bless me, says Kyrie Mooks. You need 7 more. Joe Avery saying, I like your tie and commentary. Thank you, Joe. Actually, I used to be a lot more fond of this tie. We are going to change the tie for the next game, and I should set up my scoreboard for the next game during this commercial break. So let's do that. Scoreboard for the next game will be, let's reset here. We're going to have Ravens on one side. Reset, 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 reset. And then on the other side is going to be the Kansas City Chiefs. Chiefs coming into this one 1-2. which is crazy. And I believe the Ravens are 2-1. No, are they? I don't even know what the Ravens' record is right now. Losing track of all of these things. A lot going on, but let's change this. This should say Chiefs. This should say Ravens. The logos will need to change. The background color needs to go red. So the Chiefs are red. The Ravens stay purple, but I need to change the logo. I'm thinking out loud. I'm walking through my process right now, guys. We are in the middle of a commercial break. When we get back, it'll be a 2nd down and 12 for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the 40-yard line. This is the 2-minute warning. So, Ravens, Chiefs, this is going to be a good one. I'm fired up for this one. This is probably going to be one of the better games of the day here as well. Eagles play smart, baby. Bring home the win, says Doty. Jordan Walters saying Ravens Nation, LFG, caw, baby, caw. Oh, snap, changing it up, says Curtis. Yeah, just making the changes here in real time. And you guys can't see the changes that I'm making. You'll only be able to see the end product here, which would literally just be me copying this and plugging it in at this point. Would be this. This is what's coming up next. But this isn't happening yet, so let's get back to our normal scoreboard. Okay, so 1:56 left to go. 2nd down and 12. Tampa Bay Buccaneers with the football at the Philadelphia Eagles 40-yard line. Baker Mayfield in the shotgun. Probably the biggest 2nd down of the season here. Motion on the field. Thank you for the super chat, Scott. Here's the blitz coming in. Baker's in trouble. Baker gets blown up on the play. A huge stop there for the Philadelphia Eagles. A Jomo on it. It brings up a 3rd down and 23 as Baker Mayfield is buried in the backfield. Mario, I am at Allegiant Stadium. I can get banned for the day. Can I get banned for the day? So I put my phone away. Thanks for checking in, Scott Patrick. Won't do that to you, my friend. I do appreciate that $20 super chat, sir. Thank you, Scott, for checking back in, sir. 3rd down and 23. Looks like the first timeout will be called here for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Not a good spot that they have found themselves in. Not a good spot that they have found themselves in at all. Tampa Bay using their first timeout with 1:45 left to go. It is a 3rd down and forever. 3rd down and 23 from across midfield. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers have been backed up to their own half of midfield because Baker Mayfield backpedaled as he was being sacked on the play. Okay, here we go. 3rd down and 23. Shotgun formation. 2 receivers to the top. Emeka Egbuka by himself at the bottom. Baker takes it. The 4-man rush coming in. Baker in the pocket will dump off short here to Rachaad White. Rachaad White takes this inside the 40. Looks like it'll bring up a 4th down. Another timeout going to be called with 1:32 left to go. And a 4th down they must have. Here we go. 4th and 10 for Baker and company. 4th down and 10 for Baker and company. Here we go. Actually, no timeout taken. They are going to just let the clock bleed right here. 1:10 left to go on 4th and 10. Can they convert? Here we go. Possible final offensive play of the day. Here is the snap. Baker drops back. Baker will wind up and throw. Cade Otton gets the football. It pops out, and it will be caught and fumbled, and it will be a turnover out of bounds. Doesn't matter. 1st down, Philadelphia. That's it, guys. That will be all she wrote. 53 seconds left to go, and the Philadelphia Eagles, 53 seconds left to go, and the Philadelphia Eagles are going to get into victory formation here. Gonna get into victory formation here. Okay, y'all. Well, that's going to be it, really, man. That's really going to be all she wrote. I'm going to go live immediately after this live stream, guys. I'm going to go live immediately after this stream. Let's go ahead and get the shareable link. The next game, if you guys want to watch the Ravens game with me, click on this link now, guys. This will get y'all in my waiting room. Sorry for spamming the chat. Go ahead and click that live stream, or just click on my YouTube channel, and you can see the next live stream coming up. 53 seconds left to go in this one. The Philadelphia Eagles get the football back. Good game, Eagles. Good game, Buccaneers, guys. And it's going to be victory formation here. No need for a timeout. Baker Mayfield taking his first L of the season. Tough game for Baker Mayfield without Mike Evans out there. I bet he wishes Mike Evans was still there. Poor Baker. Sally, you are welcome. Here it is one more time, guys. If y'all want to click on that link to get ready for the next game, I got you. 57 seconds. Either way, it's gonna be a knee. They are really taking their time to get these players out on the field. They are really taking their time to get their players out on the field right now. I don't know why it's taking this long. Just take the knee. Let's move on. Okay, I'm actually gonna go ahead, take this final knee, and we're going to bring up the final. Who's calling it? Okay, the Eagles are calling a timeout. All right, guys, I'm going to end this live stream now. This is the final score of the game. It's going to be 31 to 23. I'm not going to finish this one up. We're going to get started for the next game so I have enough time to make all the adjustments. The next game starts in 5 minutes. So I will catch you guys on the next live stream. Be sure to smash that like button if you haven't already done so. I am ending this stream literally right now. So here is the link one more time. If you guys want to check in with me, I will be live for the next one right there. Congratulations on your win today, Philadelphia Eagles fans. You guys deserved it. It was a great game from Philly. All right, guys, that's it. That's the final score. I'll be live in about 45